After she did that, a lot of people started noticing weird things started happening in her videos at the cemeteries.
Really?
There is some freaky stuff with this girl. She has a shovel that's stuck in the dirt, and you see the shovel start to like lean over and move around and stuff by itself. And unless the wind speed is like 80 miles per hour out there or 50 miles per hour, I don't think that shovel should be moving like that.
G-Long, they ain't ready for this one.
This girl on TikTok might have conjured spirits on herself and she didn't even realize. I don't know if you've ever seen this girl on TikTok. I'm pretty sure her name on TikTok goes by the Clean Girl. And her whole thing on TikTok, I've seen her for a long time. But recently, bruh, she did some stuff that might have gotten the attention that she didn't want for real. Her whole TikTok is that she'll go to cemeteries and she'll clean graves and stuff.
I've seen this girl before.
Have you heard about this?
I haven't heard nothing about what you're about to tell me, but I've seen this girl, bro. I always thought that shit was freaky.
So for the longest time, I don't know exactly how long she's been doing this, but she's been doing it for a minute. She will go to cemeteries, clean graves, look at the person's obituary of the grave she's cleaning, kind of talk about them or whatever. Recently, though, some people think that she might have stepped out of line a little bit.
Why?
She's seen a kid's grave that had teddy bears on the side of it.
She moved it?
She grabbed the teddy bears, took them home, and cleaned them at her house to make them look brand new.
Oh, no.
Which I guess on paper or when you first see it, it kind of seems like a good thing. But a lot of people are saying that a lot of spirits would go into objects like that.
Yeah.
So her taking them to her house was kind of inviting them into her own home. After she did that, a lot of people started noticing weird things started happening in her videos at the cemeteries.
Really?
Yes, and I could show you the examples that I have here. There's a lot of people throwing a lot of examples that I couldn't really find for those, but the ones that I'm gonna tell you, I could show you right now.
Yeah.
And one, while she's talking, there's a flower inside like a flower pot, and it literally looks like the flower almost jumps out of the flower pot or like falls out of the flower pot, which I'm gonna lie, I don't think that could ever just happen on its own.
Really? And you seen it?
I'll show it to you right now. And then there's another one. This one I think is the most like, okay, there is some freaky stuff with this girl. She has a shovel that's stuck in the dirt, and you see the shovel start to like lean over and move around and stuff by itself. And unless the wind speed is like 80 miles per hour out there or 50 miles per hour, I don't think that shovel should be moving like that.
Okay, based off of the way the shovel is moving, how are her clothes moving?
They're not moving like how it should be moving if the wind speed is moving that shovel.
Come on, bro.
After all this started happening, because I looked on her page, I don't catch you, bro, like in the last month and a half, she didn't switch her whole content. Now she's posting like other different stuff. She hasn't posted anything about.
She's doing like try on hauls or something.
Stuff like that, bro, where she's doing like random things where she's like popping balloons or something like that. I didn't look too deep into it, but like in the last month and a half, she has not posted any more grave cleaning videos.
Okay, before you even show me, how does somebody even get into this? Like, I understand that you're trying to do the right thing, but dude, it's a little bit strange.
She might have started like almost like those carpet cleaning videos where they like clean something so dirty. And it's kind of like an ASMR thingy, and
or
then
it looks brand new after, and
then she probably like went from that to cleaning like park benches, stuff like that, and then
she got
moves
closer
on
to a cemetery.
Cleaning cemeteries and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, this girl be wilding. I seen her videos where she's like at night cleaning cemeteries.
At night?
Yeah, she's cleaning graves at night and stuff in the cemetery.
Bro, you're lying, bro. I only seen the one during the day. Are you serious?
No, she does it at night all the time. Like I seen hella videos. I think the clip I'm about to show you right now is at night when all the freaky stuff starts happening to her. And a lot of people have been noticing, like, yeah, after you took them dolls home, a lot of weird stuff have been popping up in your videos. Like there's one, I couldn't find the video myself. I don't know if she took it down or
I was gonna say, tell me the ones that you haven't seen that people said.
There's some people are saying that there's one where you see these flowers almost like levitating or like moving in the background, like they're ripping out of the ground or something.
Really?
I haven't seen that video myself, so I don't know. And there's another one that I've seen that people were saying that you see the shovel almost like moving, like
digging itself.
Yeah, like digging stuff up by itself. I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen the video myself, but the ones that I told you about the shovel moving and the flowers moving, I'm gonna lie, bro, there's no way unless she has like fishing lines that's moving all the stuff herself, or she has someone off camera that's doing it. I don't see how wind would be able to move these things out of their place. And like you said, her hair and her clothes aren't
That's
moving.
what I was gonna say. That would be the indicator to know if the wind speed was something fierce.
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna show you this right now.
Ain't no way.
So in this video, this is like a re-upload. I don't know if she ended up deleting the video on her own page, but this is a re-uploaded video that someone re-uploaded himself. So look. So that's her.
It is at night.
Pay attention to this flower in the background, all right?
Yeah.
I'm at the graveyard at night.
You see that?
Wait. Damn it, let me see, bro. I gotta grab this. Bro. Let me see.
Okay.
I'm at the graveyard at night. Cleaning this abandoned grave.
You see that shit?
Okay, that is a little weird. Wait. Okay, let me look again.
Cause I'm gonna lie, they're like inside a pot. There's no way they could just jump out like that.
Yeah, okay. That is very interesting.
That one's a little
It
mild, but
looks like the thing gets pushed down super quick.
yes.
That's really interesting. Okay.
Watch. Let me show you the. Let me
That
fast
is
forward.
actually fucking weird.
Let me fast forward to the part where it's gonna cut to a long shot of her where she's cleaning the grave,
Yeah.
and look to the left and you see the shovel in the dirt and you see it like moving and stuff.
Okay.
Everyone deserves a beautiful resting place. Bienvenida died on July 23rd, 1980. Her star sign is Aries. My best friend is
Did you see it moving?
Yes.
Tell me that like there's no way that.
Hold on, I gotta look at that again.
1980. Her star sign is Aries. My best friend.
That doesn't even make sense.
And like you said, her clothes or hair isn't moving like how it should be.
No, not even just that.
The way it's
bro.
moving back and
It's
forth like
moving-
this.
It's like, okay, bro. The angle it moved, usually if you put a shovel, for anybody who has dug up anything or done any
Yes,
type of
exactly,
stuff,
yes.
I'm going to tell you something that's very interesting. 9 times out of 10, when you go and dig a shovel in like that, one, I'm going to tell you right now, it usually doesn't fall forward.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, a shovel's going to fall backwards.
Or not move at all.
I'm just being honest, bro. This motherfucker went forward, though, and stayed.
Yes.
That is so unnatural. I'm going to be honest. I got to look at that one more time.
Deserves a beautiful resting place. Bienvenida died on July 23rd, 1980. Her star sign is Aries. My best friend is an Aries. I wonder what Bienvenida's life was like. Does she like chocolate?
But that's her main thing is cleaning up these graves and, you know what I mean, doing all this. But after this, she low-key started to go really viral after people noticed all the weird stuff that was happening on her
Channel.
video. And apparently other videos, they started noticing weird things like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, ever since then, she kind of stopped making videos like this. So a lot of people think that she started noticing stuff in her own personal life that was happening to her that made her want to stop making content like this.
You know, it'd be very interesting if that is real. Like, I'm not talking about what she's seeing. I'm talking about that she literally was like, yeah, bro, I am noticing this weird stuff. Let's say it didn't even happen in her personal life. Let's say she started noticing everybody's comments. She just uploaded the videos. Because think about how many videos you've made where you're recording yourself for like maybe your girl or something, and you don't notice what's behind you.
Yep, exactly.
You don't look at the left bottom corner where somebody zoomed in and is just like, did you just see that rat run across the street?
Yeah.
You wouldn't notice that. Dude, that's so interesting, bro.
Yeah, so this girl has been going super viral recently. I've been seeing everyone kind of talking about her recently because they think that she might have invited spirits into her life without her even knowing for real.
I mean, I believe it, dude. I'm going to be honest. I truly believe it because there is definitely another realm out there for the people that don't believe in spirits or ghosts or whatever. And I remember we said this on the last episode or a couple episodes ago. How can you be somebody who's religious and believe in God or demons, but you don't believe in
spirits
the
in another realm like that? Yeah,
ghosts,
yeah.
or, you know, anything like that? Because it's like, if you believe in demons and angels, dude, you don't think there's something in between?
I'm saying. Not for real.
You know? So I find that very interesting that somebody can open their mouth and say they believe in God, but they can't believe in, or, you know, they believe in the spiritual realm, but you don't believe in the supernatural.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, isn't that supernatural?
Not for real.
Because the word supernatural means that it's more than the natural.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are saying that she might have did something wrong that she didn't realize she did.
She
and
definitely did.
people are thinking this because it started after she brought those teddy bears back to her house. So
Yeah.
people are thinking it's tied to that.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, bro, what if it wasn't even because of those?
Just
What
in
if it
general, her
was-
doing that.
What? No, I'm saying, what if, because I'm thinking like this, right? If she's been doing this for a while, and we don't even know how many videos she probably has on her page, you could probably look it up, but she's probably been doing this for a very long time.
She's for surely been doing this for a minute.
And I'm saying she must have stumbled across the wrong grave.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Like maybe this was the grave of a witch or somebody that was cursed
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. And dude, she might have took some of their stuff home, cleaned it like how she did with the teddy bears, never posted it, got her.
Yeah, maybe.
So now this
Who
thing
knows?
is latched to her.
I mean, that could
in
be a
her life.
possibility also.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows for real, like what she did, but all I know is because I went to go look at her page and she hasn't posted a grave cleaning video in a minute.
Yeah, of course she's.
And I'm pretty sure that was her main thing.
Oh, that was
cleaning graves, because every time I seen her, because I seen
that's
her
how
video
I
before.
first seen her. I was gonna say that's
was
what
her cleaning graves. Yeah,
that's how when you said it, I was just like, oh, I heard about this girl, but
Yeah,
I didn't
bro.
know all these other details that people are thinking that she's like cursed now.
So yeah, a lot of people think that she might be cursed by something.
I low-key believe it, dog.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way that shovel was moving, bro. I know
Yeah.
it's something as simple as a shovel, and people are gonna try to be like, "Oh, she has someone off camera that is moving stuff around," but it's like, why though?
That's what I mean. It's such a weird thing to do. And it's like, okay, I can understand if, there's some videos where it'll be like somebody is a person that goes into haunted houses, right? Or not even haunted houses, but abandoned buildings. And then they're like, all right, we go and we explore I keep saying haunted, but we explore abandoned buildings. And that's their whole YouTube page or their whole TikTok page. And then they're like, okay, let's spice it up. I could see people doing that more likely than you're going to clean actual people's graves that people can look at as disrespectful. I don't think you're gonna start playing games like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus this abandoned building that nobody lives in anymore.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? What is the harm in you doing that?
It's not tasteful if she was to sit there and like try to like make it like the person she's cleaning the grave
like
is haunting her.
They're haunting me.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, you're cleaning a child's grave.
Because she's never done something like that before.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, why all of a sudden
would
she do stuff like that?
It's super weird of a choice. So I don't believe that either.
Yeah, it's very strange. I don't know exactly what's happening to this girl, bro, but I ain't gonna lie. I think some freaky stuff is happening to her, either behind the scenes or, like you said, she might have noticed all the people commenting in the videos and she was like, whoa, like, maybe I gotta slow down on this.
Then it made her peep it. Yeah, she started peeping the videos and was just like, whoa. I did not notice the shovels moving like that or the flowers getting like pulled down or anything like that, And to be honest, there's probably some other videos that she hasn't uploaded that she had, and she was like, okay, let me keep looking through.
Yeah, and she noticed
probably
something
found
herself.
something very scary.
Yeah, maybe.
There might have been one that really spooked her. Like she might have been cleaning something. She's like standing there, and then she sees something behind her. Like a person.
Yeah. Who knows for us? Who knows?
Probably took her out. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm never stepping foot in a graveyard until I'm in one of those.
Yeah, not for us.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
So it probably definitely flipped her brain, but it's just interesting that it's like, I just look at it like, how can people sit there and not believe in this type of stuff? Especially the fact of what reasoning would this girl, especially her, have to make a hoax?
Not for real.
Like, why would she hoax videos, especially when you're doing something to this caliber of like you're cleaning people's that are, these aren't just old people from the 1940s or whatever. This is like a couple years ago. This could be the 90s. This could be the early 2000s. These are real people's families. Yeah. So I think it's very different than I go on YouTube and I searched up like, oh, abandoned hospital, and this guy is sitting like, yo, dude, did you hear that? And they're doing all that stuff. It's different, you know.
That makes more sense for those guys to do stuff like that than this girl.
Because there's no real problem with anyone doing stuff like that, because it's like, who lives here?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, all the patients that were there are either out of the hospital and they're alive somewhere, or they're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all it is, you know.
So that's why I think it's just such a weird thing that this happened to her now out of all times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when did this month, what month did this start? It was this year that this all started happening to her?
I'm assuming that happened this year, probably like recently. So probably like the last like 2-3 months it's been happening to her. I don't know exactly the exact timeline for
the exact date.
I just know that in the last couple months she hasn't been uploading videos like that where she's cleaning graves and stuff. So I'm assuming it happened like 2-3 months ago.
Oh yeah, bro, that shit spooked her and changed her mind.
Yeah, for real.
What I'm just saying is, I just wonder what it was. Like, what made her go over the edge where she was just like, yeah, bro, I'm never going back to this.
Yeah.
This is different.
I mean, that's how you know. It's like you never know like what you're playing with for real. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that there's a lot of deeper stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And something that seems so innocent, like cleaning graves or whatever,
can even mess you up.
Yeah, can be something very
bring
dark. It can bring something very dark to you, and you don't even realize it for real.
And I think that's the scary part about life, and just us kind of being out of the realm of it. It's like we're not in the same realm as these spirits. It's like so many things could be trying to latch onto you or attack you, and you just never know.
Yeah, on God.
You know what I mean? And I remember I said this actually on one of my streams, and I thought this was an interesting take. I want to know what you think about this. What do you think about the idea of this? I said, I don't know if I think that ghosts are just dead. I said, what if it's almost like how they described it in Stranger Things when the kids were talking to their teacher and he was saying about, they were talking about parallel universes or parallel worlds, and when they were trying to explain the upside down to him, and he used the example of the acrobat and the ant. What if the spiritual realm is just another world that these people go to? They're not really dead, but they have more access to our world
than we do
to theirs. And it's almost like how 11 was able to play with the little dial thing and all these other things that can kind of affect that world a little bit, but they're not really there. Like even in
like Coco.
I was gonna say also in Interstellar, the dad goes to this like fourth dimensional world or something, and he's like in the same bookshelf when he was about to leave to go on the mission that he's already on. And he starts like playing with the watch, his watch that he gave to his daughter. And it's like ticking, but he's like doing it at the same time. So I'm saying it's almost like those people can mess with the world that we live in, but to only a degree.
Yeah, I think it could be something like that.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Sense, yeah, that's why they could vaguely move stuff.
Yeah, that's why they're not like burning down a whole house or something, or like, you know, things like that. It's like you'll just see a ghost like knock over a cup, or they'll slam a door, or anything like that.
No, that makes sense.
So I wonder why though. That's just my, that's a whole nother conversation.
Who knows for reals, bro? No one really knows for reals.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about that the other day. I was just like, what if it really is that, where it's like they're alive somewhere else, but it's almost like they're in this upside down world. Not like the real upside down, but you know what I mean? Like it's just parallel to ours, where
it's like a realm similar to ours, but it's not.
Yeah, where pretty much they're all visible to everyone who's gone, and they're all just in that universe or that other parallel world.
Yeah.
And then to us, they're just invisible.
Yeah, nah, that makes perfect sense to me.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense to me.
So I don't know. I just find that really interesting. That's just how I feel like ghosts are.
Yeah, who knows for reals? I mean, no one really know until, you bite the dust. Yeah. And then you can find out and probably try to tell us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I mean, that's just a strange thing. And I think that people who don't believe in this stuff, I don't know. To me, it's kind of hard for me not to believe in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this point, it's like
there's too many signs.
I mean, maybe we're just crazy, and maybe we just, like we're very gullible or something.
But come on, bro. There's way too many signs. Like even I watched this video the other day. I was telling you where these police officers.
Yeah, no, I seen the video.
Literally,
I was watching it with you,
dude. Am I wrong?
Yeah, where they like the doors like blast open and stuff.
Dude, this was on body cam.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? How is that possible, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you give me another explanation for that? The cop goes inside of the room and the windows are all closed.
Yeah.
Why would the door just open and close? Were they just playing a prank for body cam?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense.
What is that?
Or like the one that you're watching where like the cop pull over the car and there's no one in it.
That was really interesting.
How does that happen?
Yeah. I don't understand this.
I don't get it at all. That's why I feel like there's more signs of weird stuff like that happening than
there isn't.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a scientist, so maybe there is like proof. There's physics that can make things like this happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
come on.
I don't know though.
It's a little bit of a stretch.
That's a reach.
Yeah.
Or is it a reach that there are ghosts?
I think it's more believable that there are ghosts than they're not. Like I don't think that we're just gullible idiots. I think that you almost have to be stupid to not believe that there are supernatural things out here in the world where everything we just chalk up to as science.
Yeah, because I don't like how like a lot of people will say like ancient civilizations were a lot more sophisticated than us and smarter than us.
They believe in spirituality.
That's something like they believe in spirits and stuff like that too. Yeah. So does that make that real because they believe in it, or was that just a weird thing that they believed in? But like the scientific stuff was always real though.
Yeah, but it's like, but that part they were wrong.
You know what I'm saying? And I think like because Ricky Gervais had said something, and he pretty much said like the reason why he's an atheist. He said if you went and burnt all the science and mathematical books, and then went and burnt all the religious texts and religious books, he said like in like 1,000 years time, all the scientific and mathematical books will come back the same, but the religious books will all come back differently. And I was like, that's a pretty good point. But I think there always is going to be some type of spiritual aspect to life. But I think people will always believe in stuff like that.
Yeah. I think that's even an oversimplification because I fuck with what he said. But I don't know, man. I just think that...
But to me, that does make sense, though.
No, it definitely does. But I even look at certain things as religion as we choose to make things different.
Yeah,
It's the same way as, like, let's say this whole group of people that I live with, I tell them 2 + 2 = 8. And then everybody grows up and thinks it's 8.
Yeah.
Well, in the end of the day, why? It's because I might have a reason to say these things. Like, why do you think in the U.S. we depicted Jesus Christ as just white for so long? You know what I mean? He was like a pale dude who was this and whatever the case may be, or some of these other deities of why they make them a certain type of way. I think it was on purpose. So I don't know if I can just straight up say that, you know, when people are like, yeah, bro, I just don't believe in religion or, you know, God or whatever the case may be. I just think that humans have tainted the idea of these characters or twisted them for their own gain, where it's like, oh, you know, Jesus was white and black people are evil, or white people are evil, or Mexicans are evil. We made our own reasoning behind these things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, it's the same thing like how I feel about like dragons and stuff. It's like it's depicted throughout so many different communities and different ancient groups from like way back in the day,
forever.
And it's the same thing with like religion and different, like you said, gods and deities. It's like it's been shown,
depicted for longer than any of us have been alive
for hell long. Like gods and all this stuff has been depicted for a very long time. So it's like, why isn't that seen as a real thing?
That's what I mean, because why has it always been there? Like, even when you look at the ancient Egyptians, why were they depicting these godlike beings way before us?
Yeah, always. It's
always.
Like, where did these stories start?
Yeah.
Like, who started all this stuff? Like, it must be that someone had seen something.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who kind of, like, started it all.
You know what I mean?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that literally every ancient civilization, for the most part, most of them had dragons or had some type of god that they worship.
Yes. So how are we going to say one is real and the other one isn't?
Yeah.
And even how I remember I said this before, just to clear it up. We're not talking about the fire breathing, you know, flying, things like that. We're saying back in the day, I believe that some of these creatures were just depicted a little differently to add juice on top of it. I think these were giant reptiles that probably are something we've never seen in our time. And they were completely different.
They fly and stuff.
Some of them could probably fly. Because notice how in some depictions they can't. Yeah. And they just kind of made it what it is. Even the people that believed in the dragons or serpents, those were just big snakes.
Yeah.
They were huge. And they were like, oh, this is the serpent god, whatever, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So I think that it was just, like I said, with deities, we kind of just put our extra little sauce on it. Of like, oh, yeah. Well,
he had a glowing aura to him and all this extra stuff. We
had our own little sauce, but it might have just been like, oh, so this was real, but we're going to add these elements to push our own agenda. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And they kind of change certain things to make people believe whatever they want them to believe. Almost like, and I'm not trying to compare religions to cults, but I'm saying almost like a cult. A cult would tell somebody like, yeah, we all got to wear purple blankets and Jordans, and then we're all going to go up to heaven.
Yeah, well, I mean, cults are like another form of religion in a weird way.
True,
you know
it actually is, yeah.
They believe in Xenu and all this other crazy stuff. Like, those are all cults for reals, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is the difference between...
You treading on some
No,
thin ice right now, Mike. You better chill, bro.
No, I'm saying, like, what is the difference between, like, religion and all this, like, folklore that we hear, spirits, ghosts, and all this stuff, and then, like, actual, like, mathematical and scientific stuff?
Yeah.
Because it's like, all this stuff has been here for the longest.
Yep.
Religion, spirituality, spirits, same thing with like mathematical and scientific stuff. It's like this has been here since like the fucking caveman times for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before that even.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Damn near. So it's like, why is it that is seen as
real,
fake, whereas this thing is seen as real?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because it's just so cut and dry for some people.
Yeah, because even if you like, bro, even recently there are things that are scientifically different between just literally over a body of water. We see things as Fahrenheit. They see things over there as Celsius. They don't go by Fahrenheit.
Exactly.
We go by miles per hour. They go by kilometers per hour.
I was gonna say, like, even like the way we do the like height, they look at it different. Where we'll say like 6 foot or whatever, and then these other people over here will go by I think
meters
it's
or whatever.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's like,
so is ours faker than theirs? It's just a different way of saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a very good point.
So that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if I believe that whole thing where you were saying, you know what I mean, you get rid of religion.
Yeah.
It'll all come back differently.
Yeah.
I think some of it will probably come back differently. I agree that mathematical and scientific stuff will come back the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it has to be the same, or else
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense. Like 2 + 2 would always be 4.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Wherever we go.
Yeah.
But I think like a religious thing or a spirituality thing, it'll come back differently, but there will be parts of it that is still the same as other things.
I was going to say, yeah, that's why I kind of said that I think we all stemmed our own religions from something that was already real.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people that are that don't even believe in religion, or people that, you know, that's like their own religion almost, where it's just like, yeah, I just don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, but you have your own little rituals of things you do on your day to day, and, you know, what you already believe in on just your own point of view.
Yeah, you have your own faith and stuff.
Exactly, right? You know, even if it's in people, that's a whole nother thing, right? Versus a deity or God.
Yeah.
You know, but I just believe that everybody got their own thing from something that was real. Like,
it's almost a game of telephone.
That's my point. Like, I think there was originally something there that I don't know what it was, but it was the real religion of the world.
Yeah.
And then once people branched out and started to move to other places, and, you know, Pangea and all these things, you know, Pangea around that time, we weren't even around.
Yeah, on God, yeah.
But once we were, and, you know, people started to split and go their own ways and things like that, I think we all kind of started to branch and believe in our own things based off of the areas that we were in and what we wanted our societies to be like.
Yep.
So it was like, okay, well, this God says that you should fast every, you know, for 7 days or whatever the case may be. And then this God over here tells you that, you know, you shouldn't even be dressed in any type of way, you know, being Mormon, the Mormon religion, or, you know, being a Muslim, or being a Christian, or being, you know, Jewish, like in the what is it, Judaism? Exactly. All those type of things. It's like they all have their own versions of something that they believe, but there is like a little bit of
similarities
cross sometimes, where it's like,
them,
hold on, bro, now y'all are kind of sounding the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here. Or now y'all kind of look a little the same right here, or whatever the case may be. So then I personally just think that everything was once one.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I mean?
And then once people moved away and started to separate themselves from the main one,
Yep.
they started to branch off and they started to believe in different things. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't believe that much. I'm going to add this to my religion.
Yes.
And other people started to follow that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I could for sure see that being
You know?
the reason of it all. I mean, like, who knows?
And we don't know which one is the truth,
real one,
or
yeah.
if any of these are actually the real one, but they're all just bits and pieces of what the real one was.
Yeah. Who knows if anyone really follows the true religion nowadays?
You know, so
It's like at this point, bro, just go with whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
And whatever works with your lifestyle more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think in the end, you'll be cool.
that's what I said too, because I believe if, you know, if God is really the way that we depict him, I think that God would understand. Like, in the end of the day, this is how you grew up,
Yeah.
and you didn't hurt nobody, you didn't kill nobody.
There's no way that you would have known that what
Yeah.
you believed in
It's
was real
wrong.
or not. Yeah, exactly. So I think when people be like, if you don't believe in this, you will burn in hell for all eternity and something like that. It's like, how was I supposed to know? Like, this is what I was taught. You know what I mean? There was nothing that was showing me that this is the wrong one.
No, God.
Like, I've been taught my whole life that this is the right thing I'm supposed to believe in.
And that's what's tricky, because it's like everybody around me believes the same thing.
Yeah.
Just like how in certain places it's kind of like morality. It's very interesting how in the United States we're not walking around eating people.
Yeah,
But in
yeah,
certain
yeah.
places, bro, they might be cool with it. You know what I mean? Where it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we eat our dead. The minute our elderly they pass away, we don't make that stuff go to waste.
Yeah, we cook them up.
We cook them up, and we feel like, and then the way they look at it is like the person becomes one with all of us.
Yeah.
We almost keep them in our souls now.
It's like you're doing it as like an innocent gesture.
Yeah.
But other people will see it like, bro,
Like,
that's
whoa,
crazy.
it's like, dude, you ate your grandma,
Yeah, you're insane.
and you
man.
served her with a side of potatoes.
Yeah.
It's dark, for us.
Very, very
But in
dark.
those other places, they look at it as it's just another ritual,
Exactly. Exactly.
which is really interesting. So I think it's just kind of the differences between us, you know what I'm saying? But this is very weird. This 6-year-old boy shot one of his classmates because she rejected him.
And he was only 6 years old.
He was only 6 years old.
Bro, what is that, like first grade?
Bro, that's even less than that, I believe. Actually, you could be right.
It's like first or second grade,
It's
right?
like first grade, actually.
That's
it's like first grade
insane.
kindergarten. It was in Michigan in 2000 to this little boy named Dedrick Owens. He had a very weird life at home where he lived in a crack house pretty much with his uncle. I think because his mom was on drugs and his dad was in and out of jail all the time. So he was living with his uncle at the time. This kid, because of everything that he would see at his house, there would be drugs around, weapons, things like that.
Yeah.
He literally started getting bad and was doing a lot of bad things at school.
Yeah, because of his surroundings.
Exactly. So a couple times he would be threatening other students, telling them that he wants to kill them. He even one time stabbed a little girl in class with a pencil. I don't know where he stabbed her, but he stabbed her with a pencil inside of his classroom, and I'm pretty sure he broke skin. So this little boy was already wilding for the longest time. He even tried to attack this little girl who is the girl he pretty much had a crush on, named Kayla Rowland. And, she's in his class. He tried to hit her or something like that a couple days before any of these things even happened. This one day he's at the school and he tries to kiss this girl at 6 years old.
Yeah.
He tries to kiss her and she pretty much rejects him. He goes home later on that night. He sees a gun that his uncle left pretty much on a table or something. Super irresponsible. Left a gun somewhere. This little boy, Dedrick, picks it up, puts it in his backpack, and he takes it to school the next day. As he goes through the school day, he decided to pull out this gun. He tells this little girl, Kayla, I don't like you. And he shoots her in her chest.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was on the stairway of the inside of the school. And he shot her right there. Yes, but
no way.
I'm so serious. Yeah, so the teachers all start panicking because, even the ones that are in other classes hear a gunshot.
Yeah.
In this kindergarten. So they're like, what the hell? Teachers end up apprehending this kid. They stop him. They take the gun out of his hands. They call the police. Officers get there. They take this kid in. They're basically saying, yeah, we're going to wait for your parents or your guardian, whoever you live with, to figure out what was even going on. As they're trying to ask this kid questions at the police station, they asked him, why did he do it? And he's talking very normal. And they said as they're interviewing him the whole time, he's just drawing like a normal little kid.
Yeah.
He didn't just shoot somebody.
So normalized to him.
Yes. All this
violence
is so normal to this kid. And as that was happening at the same time, this girl, Kayla Rowland, was rushed to the hospital. They take her there. And long story short, she did not survive the gunshot to her chest.
Yeah. So what happened to the little boy? Do you arrest him as an adult or what goes on with that?
That's very interesting.
6 years old.
He's literally 6 years old. So once they had a court date for this little boy, they ruled it as he's too young to go to prison.
Yeah.
Or to serve any type of time. So his uncle ended up having to serve the time. But it was still a disservice to this little girl, Kayla, and her family because he only served 2 years in prison.
Damn.
And they ended up letting him out afterwards, yeah.
Mostly because they didn't try him for murder. They tried him for
child
endangerment or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much child
negligence.
neglect.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
and did the kid get taken out of school?
Yes,
or get put into a certain program or something?
They basically put him in this type of program, and him and his brother
for a troubled youth type of program. Or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then him and his brother went through the system and all these other things. So I'm gonna be honest, it did not turn out good for this kid because apparently till this day he's still bad. He's always in and out of jail. That's what a lot of people have seen about this kid. Yeah, and I think even right now, as we speak, he's currently in jail right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so his life was already over before.
Because how old would he be now? 32 or something?
He'd be in his 30s. Yeah.
Because he was, bro, he was 6 years old in 2000. So, yeah. Wow, bro, that's insane. That's what I'm saying. It starts when you're young, bro. If you already have that mind state as such a young kid, where you're constantly around violence, you're constantly around crime, women, all this stuff. It's you're gonna be so normalized by seeing things and doing things like that. I mean, I'm gonna lie, I feel like everyone in elementary school had a kid like that. Where they were stabbing people with pencils. They were doing this, that, and you just knew because I bet a lot of kids like that in elementary school, first grade, second grade, third grade, I just knew okay, this kid's home is crazy.
I knew too.
If he ever invited me to his house, I'm not gonna go.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I feel like everyone had a student like that, or everyone knew a kid like that in their classroom.
Yeah.
That you just knew at home
something going on.
There's bad stuff going on for this kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's there's a lot of signs. You know what I mean? The kid wears the same clothes. He's kind of a little dirty.
Yeah.
He's a little bit bad. He like thrives on violence, chaos and stuff.
Yeah.
It sucks that this little girl had to like feel the wrath of this kid's, bad upbringing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which
And
really
sucks. She got no repercussion. I mean, he had no repercussions really for this, and just continued to be bad.
Because it's like he's so young, but like you're at a young age, like 6 years old, bro. You're low-key still don't know what the hell you're doing.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
You're kind of just like wandering around the world.
Yep.
So it's like you can't really throw this kid in jail.
That's why it was so tricky for these people. It was such
You know
a
what I
weird
mean?
case.
That's such a weird thing to deal with, bro. Like a 6-year-old killing its own classmate is crazy.
It's
bro.
really deep, yeah. And honestly, I don't think that it was just because of the idea that she just rejected him, but it was the amalgamation of all the things that just kind of
everything all
manifested
together,
into what it was, Because at that age, if you're able to get a weapon that is,
and you know how to use it,
and you know how to use it because you've seen your cousin or this or your uncle, any of these people playing around with it, it's gonna be dangerous in your hands. You know what I mean? It's dangerous in anybody's hand. Anybody could pull a trigger.
Not for us.
And he probably just thought, let me just try it. And he sat there, told the girl, I don't like you, and just shot her in her chest.
Yeah, that's so sad. RB to that girl, bro. I wonder how old was he when he realized
What he did?
how bad it was of what he did. You know
I think
what I'm saying?
probably once he got to middle school.
He probably realized, like, damn,
I think once he got to middle school, because I'm not going to lie, when I was around that age, I don't even remember some of the bad things I did.
At all.
But when I was in middle school, I remember every bad thing I did. Till this day.
Yeah.
I can name a bunch of stuff that I've done, and I was
exactly,
like, ooh, okay, no, that probably wasn't cool for me to do that. Like, when I punched this kid in his head in class.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
I went and threw, like, glue on this girl's hair or whatever as a kid or whatever the case may be. And it's like, damn. I was wilding low-key. Like, you could remember these things.
Yeah.
Versus when I was like 6, I don't freaking know.
I remember a lot of the stuff I did.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but I think maybe shooting somebody is so traumatic and seeing the blood.
Seeing her fall, like
yeah.
drop like that, and
Yeah.
all the teachers rushing to you, like pinning you down and stuff, and you
yeah.
just see like you obviously see like a little girl losing her life.
Yeah.
Even though you're at that young age, I think damn near he realized like
knew.
in that moment, like
Yeah, because I mean, they said the kid
Whoa,
would
what I
watch a
did was
bunch of
crazy.
violent TV where people
yeah.
getting killed and things like that. So I think he was more so like, is that really what it's like?
yeah, dude.
So he was a little bit more grown.
I mean, it could be like a
than he was.
curiosity thing. Like he's seen the gun, he was wondering like, what if I used it on somebody? Because he obviously knew like
It's
you
gonna
use it
hurt.
against somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's dark, bro. That's
Very
so
dark.
dark, bro. 6 years old and you already got a track record
Yeah.
of you murdering somebody.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny because I know he continued to do some other stuff, but you caught your first body at 6 years
Yeah,
old.
it's insane, bro. Before I hit
someone's
double
life.
digits in my age,
I took someone's life.
I already took someone's life.
So deep.
That's insane.
You know what I mean?
bro.
Let alone a little girl and her family has to deal with that. Because imagine this, bro. We become parents. You're
Yeah,
dropping
bro.
your kid off to kindergarten. You're already a little bit scared of like, all right, my kid is so young. They're 1 digit. They're at this school. The teachers seem really good. We put them in a good school. Nothing's going to happen to them. And then you get a call from the teachers and the principal and everybody's calling your phone. And you're like, why the hell is everybody calling me today? You're at work at this busy meeting, and then you find out that they say you need to get down to the hospital now because your daughter is on life support
Yeah, she got shot by another student.
in her chest. And you're like,
That's so
my
insane,
6-year-old
bro.
daughter.
So insane, bro.
And it's like, wait, how old was the student? 6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your brain is so twisted.
Yeah.
What do you even think in a situation like
I ain't
that?
gonna lie, bro. That kid, just based off his upbringing, bro, the school probably wasn't really a good school to begin with.
Oh,
I'm assuming.
no.
Must have been
no.
some like random little public
Yeah.
school. Not that public schools are bad or anything like
But
that.
I know
but
what you mean. It wasn't a private school or something like
yeah,
that. I
like the
get you.
area he lived in was probably a bad area, so there's
Yeah.
probably other bad kids there.
And then there so happened to be good kids there as well.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Damn, bro, that's so sad though. 6 years old, losing your life over something you don't even understand.
Yeah. And your life just started. That's my point. Because, like, the way the little girl seemed, bro, she seemed so innocent. She was just, like, good little girl. And it's like, she probably didn't even know what a gun was.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you really think about how dark that gets,
the power of like
she probably,
exactly.
she probably had no idea what that was. Saw him lift it up, was like, what? And he just hit her.
Yeah, but it's sad though. I feel like kids that age nowadays do know what.
Oh,
shit
are you
do.
kidding me? All the kids that we have in this new generation,
Hell
they
yeah.
all know what that is.
Especially because of like the school shootings that be
Oh,
happening.
yeah.
It's like
so often.
they know for sure the dangers
Yeah.
that a weapon like that can bring to them.
Yes, they know that it can knock off a lot of people.
'Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, throughout my whole entire life of school,
Yeah.
I've never, ever thought
Nope.
of something like that happening.
Nope. Me neither. To tell you
Like,
the truth,
ever,
I
bro.
never
Like,
thought about it.
From kindergarten, from Head Start,
Yeah. All the way to
12th
senior
grade.
year of high school.
never in my life has it ever occurred to me, like someone could come up in here and start blasting.
Yeah.
Like, for sure, obviously, I've thought about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I never.
But it wasn't as strong in my head.
Yeah, it's like the chances of that happening would have been so rare.
Yeah,
I felt like.
I think also because, you know, if we look at statistics and certain things, there is a certain demographic of people that tend to do these type of shootings.
Yeah, exactly.
And we didn't have too many of those kids at our school, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So
I
it
get
was
what you
less likely that were to occur. And and this is funny. I'm not trying to say it like it's funny, but it's just ironic. It was more dangerous. And this is how it should be, though. It was more dangerous outside for us, where a lot of the kids we went to school with would get shot outside of school.
of school, yeah, exactly. You know, for us,
It wouldn't be that these people would try to get as much people as possible. It'd be like, bro, I want him.
School is damn near a safe zone.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot more.
Nowadays, I feel like
nowadays it doesn't matter.
it don't matter for us.
Yeah, it
bro.
seems like anybody
And
can
I
just
think-
get it.
I think there's got to be a statistic somewhere out there where like shootings like that don't happen at the schools that we've been to
I know.
for a certain reason. And I'm gonna tell you this. And I think even like Charleston White has something like this. A lot of people complain like, oh, there shouldn't be police at schools, blah 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 blah. Our schools had police at them
Yep.
all the damn time.
Yep.
Literally, there's police parked right outside our school all
the
day
time.
long.
Yeah.
At the park down the street, they was there all day long.
Posted.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true.
And I think that's a main reason why stuff like that never happened at the
our
schools that
school.
we've been
Yeah,
to.
that's true. Yeah.
Whereas other schools that it does happen,
Yeah, it's crazy.
there's no police.
I mean,
There's not even damn near any
I was
campus
gonna
security.
Say, yeah, no CSMs. Yeah, no campus security at all. And it's interesting because remember what happened to that girl that went to Franklin? RIP.
No stag.
Stag? Was it Stag?
No stag, yeah.
I thought it was Franklin.
No stag.
Oh, okay. Either way, bro. Just a high school out here.
Yeah.
The fact that a homeless man was able to go onto campus,
Waltzed
and
right in.
Waltzed right in. Nobody stopped him.
Yeah.
Got inside, grabbed a random 15-year-old girl, and stabbed her to death on campus in front of all her peers.
Yeah.
Bro, that blew my mind. This was a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's happened like, what,
This
2-3
is probably
years
like
ago?
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it's insane, bro.
It's like, how is that even possible?
It's crazy.
And when you see the guy when they caught him,
it's like, yeah,
come
there's
on, bro.
no way that
There's
no one
no
thought
way
that was weird that he was
nobody-
walking on campus.
Exactly. He was dirty. His hair was crazy. He was wearing big old baggy clothes. Did somebody think he was a student?
Yeah, he obviously looked homeless.
He obviously looked
And
like
he
a
looked
crazy
old as
homeless
hell,
dude, and
too.
He looked insane, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I feel like, bro, like the school that we went to, bro,
Yeah.
they would not be able to get through the front gates for us,
Nope.
bro.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I think other schools as well, like, you know, Edison, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Franklin, even, like, I don't think they would let people just walk right in like that.
Nope. Probably not.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
And I think it's because the lack of security at these schools, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, I
It's
know it
just what
feels
it
like
is.
like a dystopian idea of having armed guards at a
But
school.
it's better. It's better.
But at this point, bro, like,
Keep the kids safe.
you might as well have them literally sitting at the front doors.
Yeah.
Not of every classroom, but at least at the front
Bro,
gates of the
school. Yeah.
You know
All
what I'm saying?
of the entry points.
For sure,
Just
bro.
have them
because
posted right there.
I don't catch you, but I never thought about how that's such a weird thing when like our high school had that all 4 years that we went to.
Yes, and
there was police outside the doors, and I never thought about
it was weird. I never even noticed it, to be honest, for the longest time.
It just felt so normal until I
Yeah.
seen people online when all the school shooting stuff happened, and people were complaining like there shouldn't be police at the schools. Blah blah. Blah. It's like,
Why?
why not?
Yeah.
The
'Cause
hell?
It's like, even if, let's say this guy miraculously got onto campus without these police knowing, the minute the shootings go off,
they're
already in
there.
there.
Yes.
They don't have to take 20 minutes to pull up because somebody's going to try to sneak call
Yeah.
before they get blasted in a classroom.
It's like this: the two cops that are there at the thing,
Yeah.
they're gonna call the other cops that are sitting at the
Yep.
park. Yo, there's some shots going off at the school.
Get
Pull
over
up.
here. Yep.
Then they're gonna call the rest of the people.
Yep.
Those two guys are gonna run in.
Yep.
The two guys that are on their way are gonna call the rest of the squad. Like, yo, they're shooting at this school.
This is big.
Everybody pull up right now.
Yep.
And then boom, everyone's gonna start pulling up.
Shut it down in 10, 15 minutes.
Yes, like you said, they don't gotta be neighbors hearing the shots going off. They gotta be the ones to call the police. Like that school shooting that happened in Mississippi or whatever,
Yeah.
like last month or something like that. Like there were kids running to the houses nearby, and there
Telling
was
them.
neighbors running to the school, and they heard the shots, and they're the ones who called the police and everything.
Insanity.
It's
It
weird
shouldn't be
to me.
that. It shouldn't be on the kids to have that responsibility, or
Yeah,
any of
'cause
these
I don't-
people. It's like,
Because I'm thinking like, banks have the little buttons.
yeah.
Do schools have buttons like that?
Nope, I doubt it.
I don't know. I don't know for sure if schools have
I
buttons
doubt it,
like
bro.
that.
Somebody
but it's
can
like,
fact check me right now, but I'm pretty sure they
I'm
don't.
pretty sure they don't though.
You got to make the
That's
old
crazy
school
to
phone
me.
call, 911.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, they should. At
There
this
should
point,
be a button that you press
Yeah.
it right away, and the entire police station camera starts ringing a red light, and they just know, oh, that's the
this is
school
go
shooter
time.
button. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's insane to me. That's just not a normalized thing.
And you know what I think also is another thing? I think that we need to stop putting these guys' faces out there, because I think it's that
giving
thing.
them infamy.
It's the same thing that of why we pretty much stopped doing certain things with serial killers. Because I remember there was even this serial killer that they put on what magazine was it? It was like a really big magazine back in the day. Oh man, I don't know what it was. It was damn, I forgot the magazine.
What, like
but-
Time Magazine or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was on Time Magazine. I think they put the it was this one bomber. I don't know if
Unabomber?
it wasn't the Unabomber. It was I don't know if it was the guy who did the Boston.
The Boston Marathon bomb?
Yeah, I don't know if it was him, but it was one of those guys. It was back in the day. They ended up putting the guy on the newspaper. I mean, on the magazine in the front cover. And he looked at himself and he was thinking, I'm a rock star.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys will look at themselves and go like, oh, I'm the Night Stalker.
Yep. I'm the Zodiac killer.
I'm the Zodiac killer. I'm the clown killer. I'm John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
And they all have their own little names that they were given by the public or these people. It's like you almost turn them into these things that they always wanted. They always wanted some form of notoriety that it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. These people are insane.
And notice most of the time, it isn't the police that's giving them those names.
Yeah.
It's the newspapers.
news outlets.
It's the news outlets that go and be like, oh, he hacked the lady's head off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's that like
The hacksaw killer.
Yeah, the hacksaw killer or something
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? It's like you giving these guys a character almost. It's like you turning them into like the Joker or something like that.
Yeah, that's
You know
what I'm saying. Yes, you
Or
turn them into this thing.
You turn them into this like super villain.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This infamous character. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, the Night Stalker. Like, I'm gonna lie, like those names low key sound hard as
No, I mean,
hell.
the Night Stalker is an insane name to give, bro. Like,
You know what I'm
that's so
saying, bro?
cold.
It
Yeah.
sounds so crazy, bro. And
Yeah.
it's like giving them a name like that almost kind of, or turning their names into this like stardom or this like star power,
Yeah.
like Ted Bundy or, Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like,
You make other people want to do it more.
yes. And it almost kind of like minimizes the stuff that he did almost in a weird way.
Because then it's like people are more focused on these guys than the victims.
Yeah. They're more fascinated by like, why did they do this?
Yeah.
Why are these guys like this? Instead of,
now we want to know their backstory, but we don't want to know the backstory of the victims.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
think about it
yeah.
right now, and this is just factual, bro. And how you know that history has almost failed the United States or even other countries when it came to some of these serial killers is how many of the victims' names do we even know? Most of them we don't.
Not for us. You might know a couple.
You might know maybe one or two. Maybe whatever the case may be, most people aren't gonna sit there and be able to tell Richard Ramirez's villain, his victims' names off the top of their head,
Yeah,
or
right.
John Wayne Gacy's, or
Jeffrey
any of
Dahmer's
these
or
guys.
Ed Gein's
Yeah.
or any of these guys. Yeah, you won't be able to know their, like Ed Gein only killed like 2-3 people, and people still don't know the names of those people that he
Exactly.
killed. You know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy. It's not even a long list.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's still getting a show right now on Netflix that's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it just came out. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's insane a little bit. It's
Yeah,
like
bro,
we're gonna get this big actor
To play
to
him.
go and play him, and
It's very odd. It's
yeah, it's weird.
it's very eerie to do things like that.
Yeah.
And same thing with like cult leaders and stuff like that. You know,
Oh,
like
man,
Charles
Charles Manson.
Manson
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
these other guys who do these cults. It's like they're almost seen as like these like celebrities.
I was gonna say you're almost like an anti-celebrity. where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
you're still
yeah,
popular,
yeah.
but it's for a bad reason.
Yes, exactly.
So you're still. It's just the same thing. It's like a villain. Like you're known by so many people not because they love you, but because they hate you.
Yeah, it's so strange. But then
You know?
there's those people like Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy. All these guys were getting like
They were
letters
getting a
from
lot of
women in
weird
jail.
stuff, man.
Jeffrey Dahmer was getting letters from women in jail,
Yep, yep.
Nude photos.
Yeah, all of them were.
Money,
Yeah.
crazy letters. They were showing them at their court dates like fangirls, bro. Like they was like the Beatles or something.
Yeah, no, that's what blew a lot of people's mind. Was it was like, oh my god, like these dudes are out
Like,
here
do
really.
you have no shame?
Yeah, you're
You're
at these.
pulling up. Do you hear what this guy have done to women who look like you? What they would have done to you if they would have seen you out on the street or in public or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy that if you go back to the probably the first serial killer or whatever. That's
Yep.
like, you know what I mean, that was well regarded. There was a weird like fan base of this
They always
guy.
had a fandom.
It's so that I think that blows my mind more than anything else. It's like,
Me too.
even after finding out the stuff that they did,
They're still
seeing the
fans.
things that they did,
Yeah.
they're still gonna send the guy money, send the guy pictures of themselves naked.
Yeah, that's
Send them
the
love
part.
letters.
That's the part that literally kind of disturbed me a little bit, because it was like, okay, that's like me going and seeing a bunch of like a KKK member, and I'm just like, let me send this lady a picture of my weenie, and she's
Yeah.
killed over 30 black men.
Yep.
And hung them up on a tree and all this other crazy stuff, and then I want to send her money.
Love
I want to
letters.
send her love letters, and then I also, it's like, is that not the exact same thing? Or even like a woman that's just like this ultimate killer, where she cut off a bunch of dudes' weenies and, you know, freaking sliced their tongues out and then stabbed them in their heart and then kissed them on their forehead, and she's kissing Kate Barlow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right? Shout out to Holes.
Yeah, God.
But I'm not gonna be thinking, dude, I need to send her letters. I need to do, and I'm not even trying to just make it a thing, but you rarely see guys do that shit.
Yeah, I don't
Let me
think
tell you the truth.
I mean, there are probably some.
It's a small minority, bro.
Because you got to think about it. The girl who killed her mom recently, and she got released.
Oh, you're talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
Gypsy Rose. She was getting a lot of love letters from dudes in jail.
Oh, she definitely was. But
She
I'm
married
saying
one of the dudes when she
wasn't-
got out.
But this is the difference. She wasn't a serial killer.
Exactly. Was she?
And her story with her mom, a lot of people already seen it.
Yeah, people were on her side.
But I'm talking about,
I get what you
tell
mean.
me
I
one
get
of
what you
these
mean.
girls that was actively just like, they got no reason.
Yeah.
They're just out here killing.
You're just a straight murderer for real.
It's very rare. So I don't know the reason of like, how can you be attracted to somebody who was literally
monster.
raping, chopping up, doing all these crazy things to women?
Yeah.
And then you can go and send this guy a picture of you naked
And you're at the
and
court
send
date,
him money?
cheering him on,
Yeah, and you're
wearing a
talking about-
T-shirt with his
yeah.
face on it and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you're right. When a girl does a mass murder or she
more
goes on a
rare.
spree,
Yeah.
you're not gonna see dudes pull up to her court date wearing T-shirts of her, you
Nope.
know, giving her flowers.
Nope.
They for sure send her letters while she's in jail.
Oh,
Though
yeah,
I can see
yeah.
that happening, but I think
Yeah.
you're right. I don't think women
The
serial
extra,
killers
yeah.
get as much love,
Love,
letters and
they
stuff like
don't.
that as the male serial killer,
Yeah.
especially if the male serial killer is like decent
Decently
looking.
good looking, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm
bro,
saying the
that's
girl
insane.
almost has to be drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
Then we'll all damn near give her our weenies
She
as
damn
it
near gotta
is.
be like Megan Fox or something.
I was gonna say, if Megan Fox was really out here eating hearts, we
Yeah.
would damn near cut our own
She
out
was really
for
on
her.
some Jennifer's Body stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
She would definitely be getting letters in jail
Oh,
and
yeah.
all this stuff. You know what I mean? Money
Yeah.
will be getting sent to her, bro. But it's just such a weird thing that people would go and become a fan of someone who did something so
So
heinous.
that's what I mean. So that's why my point is, when we're talking about these school shooters, I look at it like, don't even give these guys any type of publicity.
'Cause
Don't
that's
try
exactly
to
what they
interview
want.
them. Don't try to do none of this type of stuff. Don't post their face anywhere. If people want to know who it is, that makes sense. I get it. But bro, I'm gonna be honest. We cannot let this be. We gotta just immediately just tell. You know, you can say the name. I think you don't even need to show the person. To
At
be
all.
honest, me personally.
At all.
Even though, you know, yeah, it'll be cool to know, and you know, we'll sit there and want to be like, I want to see this monster who tried to shoot up these kids or whatever the case may be. But
see,
don't.
I think nowadays, even nowadays, when they try to do stuff like that, like they'll show the picture of the shooter, and people will go like this. See, it's that group of people that
That's
does
what I'm
this.
saying. We don't need it.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
looks like
need it, bro.
You're just gonna bring more discourse.
Yes.
And in more like argumentative points.
Yeah, between the
instead of-
races or between
instead of
the-
people,
yeah.
exactly. Instead of people just going like, "Wow, that dude's a piece of shit."
Yeah, we don't even
Or
need to
that
know-
guy's a monster. We
Yeah.
don't even get that no more nowadays.
We don't need to know what race he is. We don't need to
None
know
of
what his religious beliefs were. I don't need to know any of that. You guys keep that information to yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is he killed 12 kids.
Yeah, that's all I need to know.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
In the end of the day, it don't matter.
Show the pictures of the kids who died and all
Yeah.
this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think that hits a lot more than showing a picture of this dude's ugly face. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah.
And I seen this like thing on Reddit recently that I was like, man, that's actually a good point, where someone was pretty much saying, I know we're going too crazy with this, but
Nah, it's cool. We're
Yeah.
good. We're good.
someone pretty much a good point where they were saying like, what do you think is the most impactful moment in your country's history? And obviously in the United States, most people will say, 9/11,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I'm gonna lie, bro, I think the most impactful moment in our history in the United States was the Columbine shootings.
Bro.
If I'm being real, I
No,
think
it definitely
that
was
was
up
the
there.
moment
Yeah.
that really flipped everything.
Yeah.
And it's such a common thing nowadays.
Occurrence in the United States now. No,
And it
those
all dates back to those kids in
Yeah.
that school,
no,
bro.
those boys definitely flip the United States on its head.
Sure.
I'm not
and then
gonna lie.
like there was shootings at schools
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah,
And at
for sure.
public events before that. But I think
This was the biggest one that was
after
popular.
they did what they did, bro,
Yeah.
because they almost became celebrities as well.
I was
in a
gonna
weird
say
sense.
they gained a fan base as well
Yes,
of kids that
bro.
they even made like these short films. They made movies about it. A bunch of things like
Yeah,
that. There were
bro.
kids that would dress up as them for Halloween.
Yes, bro. Like,
So they almost became like these. I don't want to say like martyrs, but they almost became like these anti-heroes to people
Yes.
that were like, it was almost like they were the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, and I
where
think-
it was like, we got bullied too, and yada yada yada, and we want to fight back.
yeah, and I think it was like
That's
a
so
thing
weird.
where like 9/11 was this crazy thing because it's like we have this outside source
Yeah.
doing damage to us, but I think that Columbine stuff just hits so much
Because
and
it's
just
from
like
the inside.
Yes, just like the rest of these shooters, it's all homegrown. Like
Yeah.
these guys came from here.
Yep.
They grew up here off of our values.
Yep.
They knew our culture,
Yep.
all this, that, and they still got semi-automatic weapons, went
Yep.
to their own schools, went to a local school nearby, then went to a church, a concert, supermarket,
Yep.
whatever, a club, a nightclub, and went and just blasted the whole place.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Very interesting.
And I think that was really like the start of this evil that we're seeing in our country. For
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think like, yes, 9/11 was crazy and it did impact a lot of people, bro. But I would argue nowadays, bro, it's like, to be honest, especially if you're born after that or you're born when it happened, it's like that doesn't really affect you on the day to day.
it doesn't.
Public shootings in general are gonna affect you on the day to day for reals, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
For everybody, it don't matter if you're fucking 5 years old or 60 years old.
Yeah.
A public shooting is gonna affect you in some way, shape, or form. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that Columbine is probably the most impactful moment in our history as a country for reals.
Yeah,
which
for
is
sure.
weird to
Because I
say.
mean, we see it. No, I mean you're right to a degree. Because I mean, we see it every day almost now.
Yes.
Versus there's not always these huge buildings that are getting planes flying through them. So I
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
point, what you mean. So for any of the people that are just sitting like, "Oh, you crazy, Mike," but I get what you're trying to say. You're basically saying that this one thing over here has impacted it in such a way where we have a lot of copycats now. Versus the 9/11 incident isn't being copied a bunch of times. It was
Yes.
a one-time thing where, you know, this plane, even though there was other examples of
there was that
planes-
one kid who copied it in
Yeah.
Florida, but he just crashed into the into the
yeah,
building
he
and
didn't
died.
even,
Yeah.
he didn't even kill anybody
Yeah,
actually.
besides
so-
himself.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm talking about the same magnitude. Like we've heard
Yeah,
some
yeah,
school
yeah.
shootings that it's insanity, you know.
Because it's been multiplied
for a long time.
so much. And you know for a fact, most of the dudes who do these shootings look back at those kids.
Yes.
As some type of inspiration,
Yes.
or you know what I mean, try to see like what did they do wrong that got them caught up
Remember
or
that
something.
kid I told you about, Nicholas Prosper, the one that killed his whole family and
Yes.
everything. One of the guys that he looked up to
was one of
was
those shooters.
Actually, it was both of them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He was
yeah.
actually studying those guys and looked up to them, is what he said. He was like, yeah, he was really interested in the whole Columbine shooting and things like that.
Yeah.
And this guy lives in the UK.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I think they messed up with the handling the Columbine thing by like putting out all the pictures of these guys, putting out their video diaries that they've made. Like, they
Yes.
should have kept all that.
They should
private
have buried
for
it,
us.
bro.
They should have publicized any of that. But then again, it's like at that time, who knew that them putting that stuff out
Was dangerous.
was going to cause all this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that really is the root cause
That's why I said it.
of
yeah.
all this, you know, shooting stuff. Like you said, like they literally turned one of the first big school shooters into these celebrities almost.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Where
Instead of just letting it be what it was,
Yeah,
move on
bruh.
from it, you know what I mean? And just highlight the victims. Talk about the victims. Let's tell the stories of the victims. What were they doing? What was their dreams? Were they involved in sports? Were they involved in, you know, different
Exactly,
levels of
exactly.
academics? Why don't we get into them and talk more about the victims? Like I remember my school when I was in fourth grade did a really good job of humanizing, really, to a degree, like one of the victims. I remember till this day, bro, this girl stays with me. Like the idea of what happened to her. It was this one girl named Rachel Scott. Have you ever heard of her?
yes, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
That my whole school, they did an assembly about it. We watched the whole thing. Bro, I remember I was in fourth grade. Dude, I cried for days for this girl, bro. I was so sick because they humanized her in such a way of like, she's not just somebody that just died. She was somebody's kid and she had dreams and all these other aspects that, you know, the guy who told about it at the assembly, he broke it down for us. And I remember I went home and I sat there and I cried and I started doing so much research on her.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, bro.
Versus the boys.
I'm gonna lie, the one thing that I think, bro, every time I see these videos, bro, I like it always makes me damn near cry for real, bro.
Yeah.
There's this dude, he does like a lot of like NBC type of stuff, and he has this one thing where he goes around the United States of America and he goes to the victims of these kids, their families, and he goes into their bedrooms.
Oh man.
And just seeing how like
Frozen in
in time, bro.
Yeah.
Like the bed is still unmade. You know what I mean? There's like a book that's like open to a chapter that the kid didn't finish reading yet or something like that. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like the kid's toys are still out or something. You know what I mean? Like it's set up in a way where like this kid was playing with his toys and he left
gonna
them
come back
somewhere.
home to
He's
it.
gonna come back to finish the story he was making or something like that. And I think those rooms, bro, just kill me so much because it's like it's so much potential left behind in these rooms, bro. And it's like a lot of these parents or these families just like
They don't want to touch it.
they don't want to touch it. They just leave it as it is, and it's so sad to see, bro. How the fact that he made a series about it.
Yeah,
it's
no, he's
crazy,
real. He's
bro.
real. I mean, that's what's interesting. Yeah, the fact that he can make a series is how bad this has happened. Been happening,
bro.
in the
Yeah,
United States.
exactly, bro. It's crazy, and that's just for school shootings, bro.
That's what I
That's
mean.
not on top of like other just public shootings that be happening for us. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like that shit's just so sad, bro. And it's crazy how what we've become, bro. Like I don't think there's any country in the world that has as much public shootings as we do for us.
There
bro. You
isn't
know what I mean?
one.
On the level that we have, because it's like we damn near have one for like every day of the year.
We do.
Damn near
I'm
at this
pretty sure
point,
we
bro.
do.
It's
Like if we look
crazy.
back from the last couple of years, there's probably not a day that goes by now, especially where there isn't one somewhere. It'll be in Washington or whether it's in somewhere in you know what I mean, like wherever the case may be,
bro.
It
It's
doesn't
all
even
over,
matter,
bro. It doesn't matter
Florida
for us,
or this or that, Texas, yada yada. It's like
it's crazy.
there's always
bro.
somewhere that's
I
getting
do
shot.
think that I think Texas, California, and I think Florida do have the most
worst. I'm pretty
shootings
sure it makes
in
sense.
the entire United States.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's crazy, bro. It's
I mean, I
sad.
see it.
It's super sad what happens, bro. And I think people getting inspired by the wrong things can lead to a lot of damage for us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And just what you can go through in your life can get some of these people to act out. They don't know how to just be normal people. Like this little boy, it's this kid, Dedrick Owens. It's like he didn't know any better. His parents were in and out of prison already. His mom was hooked on drugs since he was pretty much born.
Yeah.
So who even knows if that messed up his brain? Because we were talking about this on the other episode.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
might have a little bit of that in your system.
And
fries your brain a little bit.
Rewires your
Yeah.
brain in a weird way that
Yeah.
just makes you think differently than a normal kid would think, and you just think with violence
Yep.
instead of like compassion or empathy.
Yeah, or just being a normal kid,
Yeah.
having fun, having a good time.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think at that age, bro, most people do not think about hurting other people.
At all. When I was 6 years old, I never even really thought about that.
I never thought about actually like seriously hurting.
Yeah, I thought
somebody.
about wrestling my friends and things like that,
or
but
throwing
like,
something at somebody. But it's like,
but I never thought like I want to kill them.
yeah, that's insane.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think at 6 I even knew the concept of dying.
I don't think I did either.
To tell you
I
the
really
truth.
don't think I did. I think maybe like.
I think
Nah,
I learned
bro, at that age,
you
bro,
definitely did.
I don't even think I even went to like a funeral at that age.
Me
before. So
neither.
it's like death
Yeah.
was like.
Such a far concept for
Yeah,
me. It
bro.
was years ahead of my time. I couldn't even
Couldn't even
comprehend.
think about stuff like that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even think of anything like that. So, yeah, I just think that this kid was he was dealt a bad hand, man.
Yeah, bro. That's
He already
so
had no
sad,
shot.
bro. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they mess up when they get kids like that are bad at a young age.
Yeah.
And they don't immediately throw them into like
Somewhere else.
into some type of like I'm not saying like throw him into like military school or something.
But I
like
get
that,
what you mean.
but like throw him into some type of classes that can kind of like
Help him control his anger.
help him control his anger, or
mind.
help him teach him stuff, give him a code to live by on some Dexter stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like,
Well,
so
I got a
this
story for you
kid.
later.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. Yeah.
So like this kid doesn't end up being a crazy criminal in the future. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't cap to you, bro. Shooting a girl at 6 years old, bro. It's like you already know. You can already see what this kid's future is gonna be.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna be a good thing.
At all.
It's like there's no way he could turn this around on his own.
At all, bro.
I don't think he could. And obviously this
He
kid couldn't.
clearly didn't. I was gonna say, yeah, he's still wild until this day.
Yeah.
So it's very dark, man.
It's crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like what people get influenced by, especially at a young age, bro, can really determine the outcome of how they treat other people or how they become in the future, bro. Like, dude, I have this one story I wanted to tell you about, bro. This is insane, bro. This girl, Natasha Cornett, was so crazy and influenced by the worst things ever, bro. She truly believed that she was like the daughter of the devil or something. She had almost like a mini cult.
Yeah.
Whereas like her and like 5 or 4 of her friends all believed in this stuff. And they was always running around doing bad things in town. And it got to the point where they all wanted to run away. And they wanted to run away to Louisiana for some reason. And while they're leaving, they're all like cramped inside like this little, this little car. They end up going to a rest stop in Tennessee and they meet this family. And it's a family of 5. And I think they're planning on robbing them because they had a big van. And they wanted to take their van so they could be more comfortable and they could move to Louisiana. As they're talking to this family, I think the family kind of like, or the father realized that these kids were kind of into some dark stuff. So him and his family pretty much try to convince these kids to join the Jehovah's Witness.
Wow.
Right? Starts to try to preach to them. These kids did not take it well. They immediately pull guns out on this family.
What?
Force them into their own van, drive them off hella far, and execution style murders all of them.
Really?
Or so they thought. One of the sons, because it was a family of 5,
Yeah.
bro, they shot him in the chest and they shot him in the head. And this kid survives.
Are you kidding me?
They permanently blinded him, I think in his left eye though.
Yeah.
But they left them all somewhere in the middle of nowhere. They drove off, and at this point they're like, okay, we can't go to Louisiana no more. Let's just go to Mexico.
Yeah,
we're just gonna start a new life in Mexico. We can't stay in the United States no more. They start driving to Mexico. Police end up finding the massacre of this family dead, and the boy still alive.
Wow.
Once they kind of get this kid able to talk again, he pretty much tells them like what the van looks like that they were driving, and that he's pretty sure that these guys are gonna run off. So the police already put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, if they're gonna run anywhere, it's gonna be to Mexico. They end up catching the van on the way to Mexico.
Also, before they even got there.
Before they even got there, they caught them and arrest all the people in the van for murdering this family, bro.
Wow.
And immediately, bro, they just locked all of them up, threw them all in jail, and I'm pretty sure they all got jail
For life?
like 15 years to life or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's super interesting. When did this happen again?
It's happened in 1997.
Oh, shoot. That is insane. I'm not even going to lie. Because
No,
it's
for
like,
real.
that definitely made that kid's faith even stronger.
No, for real.
To be honest with you, like, then, because he's probably thinking in his head, like, I was left alive for a reason. I have
Yes.
a real purpose on this earth, and maybe it was my family's time to go. And that's so dark,
That's
though.
so crazy,
everybody else in his family passed.
They all died. Wow. His mom, his dad, and his brother and his sister
Jeez.
all died,
Except him.
except him. He was the only one to survive.
Yeah, bro, that's so dark. I'm not going to lie. And it's one of those where it's just like, do I even want to live?
Bro, getting shot in the chest and in the head
Yeah.
and losing vision out of one of your eyes is crazy, bro.
I wonder where they hit him exactly in the head, though.
Like on the side somewhere. So
'Cause I
like
was
it
gonna
literally
say-
took out the vision from like.
Also,
side,
they
bro.
like severed something. in
Yeah,
his
but they
eye.
did it all execution, so they did it all from the back.
Wow.
So they probably shot him like on the back right here, like damn near like on his temple almost.
Yeah.
And it didn't like kill him. It just like took out his eye or something. Wow. Yeah, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, see, that's super interesting. Getting shot in the chest and then your head.
How do you even survive something like that?
Yeah, bro, it's so much blood loss.
Yeah, bro. It's insane. Dude.
And I'm saying, then again, it depends how far they shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the exact details if
'Cause
they
I'm
were
like,
like,
bro, if
right
it-
next to bro or.
But then again, if it ended everyone else's life,
why not
why
him?
didn't it work with you?
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. That
So
makes you think like
many
there's a higher
interesting-
power out there
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
for surely looking
It's
out
like,
for
I'm
bro.
not going to let you, like, somebody's going to have to report this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the fact that the cops found him in time, too. Bro, that's
Before
all
he died,
too
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's all too much of perfect timing, bro. There is definitely a higher power.
Yeah, bro. It's insane.
For all the people that don't believe in that, that's so interesting. And these people were talking about they were repping the devil, these boys.
Yeah. Well, the main one was a girl.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
Wow. And how old were they? Were they like in high
They
school?
were like in their teens. She was 18.
Yeah.
And I think the youngest person that was with them was
15?
like 14, 13 or something like that. He's the one who was damn near like that
The
shot
shooter.
some of them. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, crazy, bro.
I think that's always so dark whenever there's like a
The
group
young
is
one.
the younger one is the killer.
Yeah.
That always blows my mind. Where I just be like, what happened to you?
Because you got to think about it, it's like they're so easily influenced
I know.
at an age like that, like 14,
They wanna
13
be
years, so
cool,
influenced
yeah,
by
yeah.
everything. It's like you're already running away with these people.
Yeah.
And it's like you guys get into some dirt, and then you guys are at the point where you guys are executing a family.
It's insanity.
It's
bro.
like he's gonna be the one to be the step up, like, bro, I'll do it. Watch out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants to fit
to look,
in.
yeah, to look cool and to
Look older.
yeah, so that they would like almost he'll get like a respect and like trust from these
Yep.
people that he's with.
That's so dark.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing as like being influenced by people around you,
Yeah.
or being influenced by certain groups and stuff like that could lead you down a very dark path.
Somewhere where you can't return.
Exactly, bro. It's sad.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. They're not playing with him though. You know, how I said the 6-year-old.
No. This
They're
kid is
not
going
playing
to jail
with
for life. Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
jail for life.
good.
They instantly sent them all to jail.
Yeah, good, because that's insanity.
Yeah.
That you just picked a random family because they tried to preach to you.
Yep, they immediately opened the case and immediately closed that motherfucker as soon as they caught them. Like, oh yeah, you guys are all going to jail forever. I don't think any of them ever got out.
Good. That's insane.
I think to this day, I think they're all still in jail, to be honest with you.
Wow. So let me ask this. So was pretty much the girl the orchestrator? Was she the one that was pretty much just setting it all up?
She was like the main one for sure. I think she was oldest too. She was oldest. And I think she might have been married to one of the guys in the group too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. And you said this happened in 1997?
This happened in 1997, yeah.
Okay, well, that was a different time, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But 18, I'm like, wow, you're married at 18.
I'm ready to run away.
And ready to run away, but for some reason you also believe you're the daughter of the devil?
Yeah,
Why do you need to get married?
Insane, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's like you're just not right in the head for us. Because, like, people that think like that, where it's like they're this other being.
Yeah, Lord Zeno?
Yeah, it's like you are insane, bro. Like the one dude I was telling you about who thought that he was sent here to he wasn't here, but he thought he was having he was killing people to stop earthquakes from happening.
To stop, yeah.
Like, bro, you're out of your mind.
Wasn't he from San Francisco?
Yeah, he was out in California. He was out here. Yeah. It's like, bro, you're crazy.
Insanity.
Or I think he was for Santa Cruz. I think.
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around the area.
I know
but
exactly
it's like,
what you're talking about,
you're wild, bro.
Yeah, like what makes you think that you're that special?
Man.
Like, why are you the devil's daughter?
Yeah.
And I wonder what she was like telling them. And what were their what was her signs of
proof that she's the I don't know.
She was the devil's daughter. It's like, what were you doing?
She might have pooped red one day and I was like, yep, that's proof right there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, only demons poop red. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm not even trying to make no jokes about this, but RIP that family, man.
Sucks, bro, sucks.
So that kid, did he end up he had a pretty messed up life after, right?
Yeah, so I think because his mom was from Honduras.
Yeah.
And I think his dad was from the United States. So he got into a weird custody battle with, I think, his aunt or his grandma out there in Honduras, and then one of his family members out here. Wow. And they were having this weird custody battle on who he's going to go with. And I think he ended up moving to Honduras with his family out there.
I ain't gonna lie, it's probably better.
Safest thing, better for him, stay out of here. And then I think he just had a really complicated life dealing with the injuries that he had, especially his eye injury and stuff like that.
Breathing probably would never be the same either.
Yeah, so he ended up having a pretty complicated for the most part, but I think he ended up living a pretty normal life. I don't know if he's still alive. He might be super old now.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
How old was he at that time? Was he younger? Was he 11, 12?
I'm gonna lie, he was dummy ass young, bro. He was only 2 or 3 years old, bro. So he was young for us.
What?
Yes.
He was 2 or 3 years old.
Yes.
He survived getting shot in the head.
Yes.
And shot in the chest.
At that age, bro. And then the police were able to find out that they took his car and all this stuff, or his family's van, and they were able to catch him.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's mind-blowing. At 2 years old, the fact that this kid was still able to remember anything, dude, that's a baby.
Well, I don't think they asked him what's the make and model of your car or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were probably what happened. He probably told them these guys came and pointing these guns at my family or whatever.
At 2 years old.
I mean, you probably at 2 years old, you could probably you're able to talk enough to be these guys pointing these things at my family.
Yeah.
And then they were able to find out okay, what does the dad drive?
Yeah.
And then from there, they were able to find the van, and then they just looked for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's so interesting.
Yeah, bro. Wild, dude.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's people that do stuff like this to innocent people. It's that's why I don't. How do I say this? I've never had a problem with people these kids or these teens that do stuff like that. If there's people that think, yeah, they should just be put on death row or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, instantly.
I believe it.
Yeah, instantly.
Or, whatever the case may be, because it's bro, if you're somebody that is willing to attack random innocent people and try to murder them, you're gone.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that's willing to do nasty stuff with children or, do stuff to women or men without their consent at all, you're gone. Any of these type of people, I think you should always get knocked off. To be honest with you, especially if all the evidence is there, you're gone.
Yeah, bro. Instead of just
either
letting them rot in jail.
That's what I mean.
Bro,
either get rid of bro, or I ain't gonna lie, let the public handle, bro. Let us handle, bro.
Yeah, on God.
And I get it. People might say, "Oh, it's dangerous, whatever," but I'm not gonna lie, bro. If it's a hell of a lot of us, bro, we are gonna rip this nigga to shreds and hang him up in the street.
Because I think even the main girl, Natasha, while she was in jail, I think she ended up killing someone else in jail.
That's what I mean, bro. It's just you're just.
Or she tried to kill someone else in jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. You're just in another spot where you get to still do things that are bad, but now you just have a little bit of surveillance on you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hell no, bro. Either let the public do something about it, and let the people handle it how we want to handle it, or let us vote on it, where we can sit there and be like, bro, let's hang this bro up
Like in that county.
Yeah, in that county, everybody gets
vote.
They get to make a vote about what to do with this person, because it's like, yeah, these kids or these teens went and murdered an entire family of Jehovah's Witnesses because they wanted to pray for them. What do y'all want to do to them? Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry, we gonna vote, bro, and we gonna give them something nasty, bro.
They're cooked, and I think people just I don't want to say people are too empathetic, but low key they are when it comes to some criminals.
Like, just throw them in jail.
But it's like,
hell no.
Yo, that's a waste of a space for somebody who could use those resources for us. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, why waste the resources on keeping this animal alive?
No, get rid of him. Shoot him like the dog he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
people could be on death row for
minute,
years, decades, almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't get that whole like, why does that take so long?
I don't either. I don't know. I think there's a bunch of legal things that they have to go through first.
For sure.
But I don't understand that. It's like, look, bro, there is no other paperwork you gotta fill out to get to understand that this dude raped a 3-year-old kid.
Throw him on the chair.
Murdered her after, or murdered him after. Throw him in that chair and fry it.
Throw him in that chair
and
flip that switch.
Crank it up to 100.
I swear to God.
That's it. It's that simple. Am I bugging?
I don't think like that's like, maybe we're just thinking too in simplified terms, but I don't see how. Yeah, exactly like this. Like, you murdered a whole family of Jehovah's Witnesses for not doing anything wrong.
Yep.
Why is it such a crazy decision to make of
getting rid of him?
Put him on the chair, lay him on that steel bed, and inject him with this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hard decision to make at all.
Not crazy at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I don't get like the whole process of that. Because like, what's the difference between like, why didn't these people get sentenced to death?
Yeah.
But other people do.
That's what I mean.
I don't get it at all. Maybe
it just
I guess it depends on the judge or something like that. I don't know.
Probably depends on the county, things like that, the state, all that type of shit, you know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure when they caught them, they sent their ass back to Tennessee to deal with their consequences.
Oh, they definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised that Tennessee wasn't like, oh yeah, fry them up.
Yeah, me.
You know what I'm saying?
Get a side of fries.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. I'm surprised.
I'm surprised that they didn't. And they're devil worshippers?
Yeah, bro. They should have got them out of here.
In Tennessee?
I know. They would have.
And you killed Jehovah's Witnesses in Tennessee?
Yeah, it's deep. It's very deep. That's what I'm saying. It's all the details that are there to fry somebody up.
That's why I don't get it somehow. I don't get the whole process of the legality of it all.
Yeah.
Because if it was me, I'm gonna lie to you. If me and you ran any type of justice system, it's like we're like this chair, firing squad, hanging, lethal injection, and just for fun, we're gonna throw you with into a pool of alligators.
Yeah, me. It's like this. Nah, let's do it. I'm like, nah, brother. Let's do it a little slower. Let's do piranhas.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Because piranhas is gonna be that nibble.
Yeah, they're gonna munch on you. They're gonna munch on you.
Minute.
Yeah.
Don't worry, bro. And we're gonna keep your head above water so you don't drown.
I'm gonna get medieval with it.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna do an iron bull.
All that.
We're gonna get some horses. Do the four pull away.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're doing all of those, bro. Yeah. I'm just keeping it honest.
I swear to God, I'm bringing back the guillotine.
Me. Oh, dude. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
And YouTube, this is all just satire.
This is all just video game satire and and skits.
Yes,
with
this is
improv.
not real. This is not real. YouTube, please stop taking our videos down and giving us these things. This is all satire. We're not serious.
Yeah, we're not serious. This is not real.
But yeah, man, like it's just too deep. And I just think that or at least let us do something about it. Let the people choose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what happens to good old putting them on the wooden thing and let people throw tomatoes at them and stuff?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Throw tomatoes first before they get.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Throw a couple apples and something a little bit harder that might do some damage for real. You know
what
I mean?
You know what's interesting though? People said they stopped letting that happen because people were becoming a little too desensitized to violence and it was making us a little bit more barbaric.
That's true. That's very true.
So I could see why they were like, we're gonna do it in a private place where we'll go and do firing squad or whatever, and we don't need to see too much of that because, bro, there'll be kids in the splash zone right in the front. You feel me? And they'll be talking about, they'll get hit in the face with it.
Like a Shamu or something.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I guess because like the guillotine back in the day was like almost like an event.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you pulling up this Friday?
It's like, bro, they got John Wick's booth.
Like, nah, for real. I gotta be there, bro.
Yeah, they got him.
I gotta be there. I was gonna take my girl out to dinner, but I think I might take her there instead.
Yeah, take her there, bro. Just kind of sit in the back if y'all don't want to get splashed, but if your girl's down for it, sit in the front. I'm gonna be front row.
That's crazy. And I think we said this a long time ago.
Yes, we did.
They needed to do this, bro. They need to just get 2 of these crazy animals.
Yes. Throw
them in a UFC fight.
Yep.
Let them battle out.
We said it. Yes. Let them do it too.
Dana White, you're a psychopath already.
Yeah, Dana. If you heard it here first, Dana.
If you want money.
Yes.
go and get like 2 of America's Most Wanted after they catch him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 2 of the
The
craziest
people,
monsters,
child
animals,
predators,
yeah.
all of those type of guys. Let's start a UFC or
Gladiator pit
or
or
a
something.
gladiator pit type of thing. You feel me? And you could call it I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You know, you can get some of the real monsters, the guys that look crazy, some of them that are just they're so bad they're almost otherworldly. You could call it aliens versus predators.
There we go. That's a good one. Throw them in this ring.
Yeah.
You know, same thing like UFC. Let them have rounds. Let them fight it out. The winner, maybe he gets like.
Oh no, he gets to live.
I mean,
This is all jokes, YouTube.
I mean, he's still gonna be locked up.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not on death row no more.
Oh God, yeah. You're just locked
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
what you're saying. Yeah. It's like, congratulations, you're off.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
But he know. But we know what he
Yeah,
gets.
exactly. Yeah, we know what's gonna happen. We know what's gonna happen.
I don't even like them doing the whole last meals thing.
You don't think you deserve that?
No, I don't think you deserve chicken wings and
And a
a
big old
steak and a
and-
Sprite.
Yeah.
A
Nah.
cold ass Sprite. You're crazy.
Yeah. What the hell? You're gonna get the schlop that we have here still.
Yeah,
buddy.
I mean, it's like, nigga, you should get the. Why is it that a criminal on death row will be eating better than our children in school lunches?
No, for real. What is
that
up with
insane?
that? No, that is. Now you said that is actually crazy. That
Yeah.
because it's his last meal. This guy was an animal. Who cares
Yeah.
what he did?
Who cares what he eats? Who cares? Let him starve a little
Bro,
bit.
there's a dude who like some of the requests are crazy. Like there's a dude who
Oh, I
requested a
know.
whole ass kid in
I
Texas.
know, yeah.
That's the reason why they don't do that no more out there.
Yeah.
There's some places that don't do that last meal
He
stuff.
requested to eat a kid.
Yes. He requested like a
never heard
6-year-old
this.
boy or something like that. I forgot Brad's name.
Never heard this.
Yes, bro. And I think that's one of the reasons why Texas doesn't do that no more. Because of that guy. There was this dude, I think he was in Florida or something like that. He requested like a huge
Oh, I know.
spread.
Yes, I know.
And they brought it to me. He's like, I'm not hungry.
Yep.
Didn't eat any of it.
Yep. I heard about that too. It's very interesting.
Which is like a huge, like, you know, F
like,
you
dude,
to
we
the
just-
to the
yeah.
to the dudes who were, you know, locked them up and everything. But it's like,
I forgot who actually, like, I was like, yo, dude, this guy's spread is pretty good. Like, bro had like 2 ice cream sundaes. I think it was John Wayne Gacy. It was one of those guys. He had like
Yeah.
ice cream sundaes. Bro had like a little steak on the side. Feel me, like steak and eggs. He had like a burger with fries and all that stuff. I was like, damn.
yeah, yeah, a
said,
good
bro.
last meal.
I was like, he was like, bro, I'm gonna live it up before I go.
I swear to God, I think that's just like you said. I think that's
But it's such a distasteful
weird.
thing to me.
So
No
weird.
pun intended.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just find that very weird because it's like, okay, this guy was a child predator, and then we go and just give this guy
The meal of his dreams.
The meal of his dreams. We go and get this dude a Little Caesars pizza stacked on top of a In-N-Out, you feel me, burger in the middle. Like, we damn near give this guy an ultimatum
Yes.
before he goes.
I swear to God, yeah. I don't think that's right for us. I don't know if countries or states still do that as often. I'm pretty sure they still do that.
I'm pretty sure some of them still do. I think in the U.S. we still
Yeah,
do.
no, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, U.S. is like the one who popularized that.
I was
think,
gonna
to be honest with
say,
you. Like,
yeah.
we're the ones who started that. I don't know who started that or
I'm pretty
why
sure
they
might
started
have-
doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I
That's
think
so weird.
I think they looked at it almost as mercy, where it's like, whatever, you know.
But it's like Brett's on death row for a reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You have to do something
Bump all that.
crazy to get on that list. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, it'd be like, all right, bro, at the end, bro, you can eat a nice 24-ounce steak with a beer and some soda and an apple pie and everything at the end of your
It's
life.
like, bro, they give him like the little silver thing where they pull it
Yeah.
off, and it's a lobster the size of a Pomeranian in there. They got bro with a little butter on the side, all this other stuff. You feel me? They like, it just don't make no sense to me.
Why?
And it's like, bro, he was eating kids,
Yeah.
and y'all gonna feed him something like this? He doesn't want this.
That's insane to me, bro. Yeah,
You
I
know?
never thought about how that feels so wrong to give these guys such
Yeah.
a treat at the end of their lives.
No, really, yeah. When you really think about it deep, and it's like, we were eating schlop for school lunch most of the time.
Yeah.
And this guy, for his last day, gets to eat better than me. Can we at
Insane,
least
bro.
one day out of the week
Have
for
one
kids
good
at school
thing?
where we get something that's good? Like, y'all go get us, like, you know what I mean?
Canes or Chick-fil-A or something like
Yeah.
that.
Something, bro.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Something. Like,
But
what the hell?
Jesus Christ, it's deep, bro.
Tell me all 12 years of school I had to
Yeah.
eat a bunch of BS?
On me, it's like I had to eat like I was in prison. And then this guy in prison
No,
gets
for
to
real.
eat like he's out here.
No, for real. At least for like my senior year, let us eat like one good ass lunch or something like that for
Yeah.
all the seniors. But nope. You
That's
still
why
gonna
most of the
get-
time, bro, I was going to eat
Yep.
after school.
You still gonna get hard ass rice.
Yeah.
With
Oh, the rice was crazy,
with
bro.
chocolate milk and
Yeah.
nasty ass pizza
Yeah.
with the gross ass chicken sandwich.
Yeah, bro. It was deep.
That's insane to me, bro. I never even, like, you're so right. I've never even thought about how wrong that is, that dudes in prison low-key eat better than kids in school sometimes.
Yeah. Especially on the last day they'll have on Earth.
What backwards ass community are we living in?
No, seriously.
Where that's okay.
Yeah. It doesn't add up at all.
That's crazy to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's insane.
But hey, speaking of things that are very insane, this guy was kind of like the real life Dexter. He would track down sex offenders. He would break into their homes. He would rob them sometimes, but he would mainly go in there and beat them with a hammer.
Really?
Yeah. This story is insane. So it was about this guy named Jason Vukovich. This happened in Alaska in 2016. This dude, Jason, and his brother both had like a terrible upbringing with their adopted father. The reason why he becomes this type of guy is because his father was very weird, and he was like a super religious guy. He would SA him and his brother like a lot, and he would abuse them to the next level.
And he was religious?
And he was super religious of a guy.
Crazy.
So that's where they kind of were confused a little bit about how their dad was, because he would make them pray and do a bunch of Bible study type of things for hours. And then he would use that as an excuse to SA the boy Jason when he was a kid.
Wow.
A lot. Yeah. So it just like scrambled his brain and made him how he is today. So eventually this guy grows up. He had a lot of weird things in his upbringing where his brain was just kind of not the same because of what his dad did to him for so long. Then in June of 2016, this guy Jason started to jump on the Alaskan sex offender registry to see if he can find these guys in the area
and track them down.
Because he had this like thing in him from his father that he just hated, or his adopted father. He would use that, find these guys, find out where they live. He would break into their house, beat them up something crazy, and sometimes he would rob them, steal stuff from them, like their wallet, whatever the case may be, because he was like, these guys are the worst of the worst, so it doesn't matter what I do to them. I don't know if it was every time, but one of the guys, he beat him so bad with the hammer that he pretty much left him brain dead.
Damn, so like he beat him to the point where like dead,
he wasn't dead, but he
pretty much damn near left him dead.
He damaged his brain to the next level.
Wow.
Yeah. So this guy,
it's almost kind of worse in a weird way.
Exactly. So he kind of left him in like this vegetative state. Yeah. So that guy will never be the same again. And eventually, police caught wind of what he was doing, because he did it to a few guys at the time in 2016.
He was killing most of them, though, right?
I'm not too sure. I think he was leaving a lot of them just like really beat up.
Oh wow.
Because he didn't want to, be a murderer.
Yeah.
So a lot of people kind of looked at him as a hero because he wasn't killing these guys, to my knowledge. Police eventually catch wind of what he was doing. They end up arresting him, I believe, the same year, because he did it for a little period of time. And when he got arrested, he goes to trial. He tries to plead not guilty, but police were like, dude, you broke into people's houses. You were beating them with hammers. You were robbing them. You're going to jail. And they sentenced him to 28 years in prison.
Oh, really? Just 28 years?
Yeah, they gave him 28 at the time.
On Cassie, bro, they should have gave him maybe 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should have been way less than that, because, and then a lot of the public in Alaska were really bothered by this, because they were looking at him like he was a hero. They were like, he was trying to keep kids safe, and, all of these guys that shouldn't even be on the streets still being able to live in our communities. He was doing the Lord's work. That's how people looked at it. So then they eventually started to call him the Alaskan Avenger.
Really? Tanner turned into a superhero for reals.
Pretty much, yeah, to a lot of these people over there. So
I don't got you, bro. I think he was doing good work in a weird way to say that. Obviously this kind of messed up going there, rob them and all that stuff, but it's like, besides all that, bro, it's like he's low-key doing what a lot of people would want to do.
Yeah, that's why I said he was like almost like Dexter in a weird way, where it's like, even though Dexter was killing a lot of these guys, he was doing it in a way where it was like he was beating up these guys and giving them what they deserve because they're still out. It's like, okay, so the justice system didn't get you. Or maybe you did get arrested for a little while, and now you're just, you have to go to neighborhoods and tell them that you're a sex offender. But it's like your life is just normal. You get to live in a house when, these kids are going to be tormented for the rest of their lives from what you did to them. But after him spending about 9 years in prison, they eventually let this dude out on probation.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, he ended up getting out because I think it was like a lot of people were just championing this guy and saying that they should let him out, and eventually they let him out and he's on probation. And apparently this guy Jason is on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah,
Shout out
he's on
Jason.
TikTok.
If you see this, shout out to you.
Yeah,
bro.
shout out to you, man. You doing the Lord's work,
Yeah,
straight
God,
up.
on God, bro.
But it's very interesting.
They didn't got throw bro a parade or something like that, to be honest.
Oh,
Like,
no,
bro,
definitely. They not even a parade. He needs his whole day out there in Alaska, bro. They need to give him a day. You know what I mean? The Alaskan Avenger Day.
Bro.
Super interesting.
But it's funny that you bring up vigilantes and dudes who do stuff like that to sex offenders because, bro, I have a story for you. This guy in Fremont, California, plotted and planned on killing multiple sex offenders in his area. This literally happened like last month, like September 20th or something like that. So this happened like really, really recently.
Holy crap.
This dude went onto the registry list out there in Fremont, California and searched to see the offenders that lived nearby him.
Yeah.
Because he felt like, these guys are all PDF files and they deserve to have what's coming to them. He found the dude that he wanted to do to. This guy was like 77 years old, and back like in the 90s, he had got caught up and he had went to jail for doing things to kids. So this dude, his name was Varun Suresh, and he's only 29. And he just thought like, I'm gonna take out one of these PDF files. He goes to this dude's neighborhood and he goes door to door pretending to be like a salesman damn near. Like he has a little envelope, coffee cup, so he plays the part, right?
Yeah.
He's going door to door in this guy's neighborhood, so just that he doesn't seem suspicious, just going to one house. He ends up going to this offender's house. This dude's name was David Brenner, the guy's house that he wanted to attack. He knocks on his door. And apparently, when the dude opened the door and he asked him what was his name, dude at the door said, "Oh, my name is David Brenner." This guy said, "I knew I got the right guy." Dropped all the stuff, like literally just dropped all the stuff on the floor, pushed bro back into his house, and pulled out a knife. Somehow the guy David, even though he's like 7 years old, was able to get around bruh and run off. And this dude, Varun, chased him up the streets with a knife.
Yeah.
And apparently he chased him into like another neighbor's house because the dude David was trying to like flag down cars and everything. He ended up chasing him into like a neighbor's kitchen where he finally caught up to him, stabbed him in the neck, and like whispered like, "You must repent," in his ear.
What?
And then apparently, like after he stabbed him, this dude David ended up like crawling away. This dude Varun like walked over him, grabbed him, and sliced his throat, killing him in this person's kitchen.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the person who lives there was like, "What the hell is going on?" Calls the police. This dude Varun just pretty much just like turns himself in because he already knew like I was gonna get caught up for doing this anyway. So he had no plan on running away or getting away with after this murder.
Yeah.
So the police end up arresting him and they go through his phone. And they find hella screenshots of other
sex offenders
that he was planning on hitting after this guy.
So he only got one so far.
Yeah, he only had one dude.
Wow.
And police asked him like, "Why did you do this for?" And he pretty much said like, "Bro, like I just felt like they all deserved it, and I thought I wouldn't get in as much trouble because of who these guys are."
Wow.
Yeah,
forgot
bro.
the law existed.
No, for real. And so the reason why he said he chose a 70-year-old guy, because he said he was going for older dudes since it was his first time doing this.
Yeah.
He said he thought like it would be way easier to do this guy.
So he was gonna work his way down to the
like
younger guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, dude.
And they ended up arresting him. And I'm not gonna lie, since this happened like last month, I don't know exactly how long he's gonna get put in jail for.
Oh, he's gonna be there for a while.
Yeah, because he actually killed bro.
Yeah, he sliced his throat. and on top of that, he did it in front of other people in someone
someone
else's
house.
home.
Yeah.
He's gonna get like a cool length of time.
Nah, for real. It's crazy.
That's really interesting. Wow.
So I was like, is that bad? What he did? It's
a
weird gray area.
It definitely is a weird gray area because it's like
you did take someone's life.
Like, yeah, you did. I don't even know how to say this. It's like you did do something that was very gruesome, but you did it to these type of guys.
Yeah, but mind you, the guy he did it to already served his time like years ago, like in the 90s and stuff like that.
I know, but
so it's like,
still
who knows if bruh flipped his life around?
Yeah.
If he was still on some weird stuff, who knows?
But then I think that it's one of those that people would argue, should you even be given a second chance just because the law gives you one?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And I think that's kind of how like the difference between Punisher and Daredevil. It's like Punisher's like, bro, you beat up the bad guys or the bullies and you put them in jail. But I put them down. Like I hit them and they stay down. Bro.
Yeah.
And I think that this guy was thinking more like
also
Frank.
Punisher. Yep.
He was like, bro, I'm cool.
I'm gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, I don't disagree with what he did entirely.
Yeah.
But I could see why people would say like,
Yeah.
is
No,
it okay
I can see. Yeah.
for letting people do stuff
Definitely,
like this? You know what I'm saying?
Because then it starts getting a little bit crazy of like, well, where do we draw the line? And I think that's even what Daredevil's point was too, is that like, well, where do we stop?
Yeah, when will someone come and get you?
Yeah. Even like the whole dilemma with Superman being the Injustice Superman. It's like, okay, well then we should kill people that get into any car.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's more car crashes every day than there's gun violence.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
There's this or whatever, and that was what Mr. Terrific was saying to Superman. And it was like, it's a little interesting.
Yeah.
And Superman was kind of like, he didn't know what to say.
Yeah. Because it's
So,
like, where do you
draw the line?
Yeah, exactly. On what's okay,
On
what's
what's
not
okay and what's not okay, because these things are always going to exist. There's always going to be people that get in their car and they drink and then they crash into a family of 5.
Same thing like with these guys. It's like if you just let everyone just run rampant on these guys on these offenders list.
Yeah.
Which like, look, those guys are all monsters on those lists. There's a reason why they're on those lists, but it's like some of those dudes just like, what if I just went pee at a park and now I'm on this list? I never really did nothing too crazy. I just was hanging out at the park with my homies. I went to go pee at a tree. Cops see me. Now I'm on this list. These guys see that I'm on the list, and they don't read at my description of what I did to be on this list.
Yep.
And they go and hunt me down.
Exactly.
But it's like, yo, I wasn't touching no kids.
Yeah, I just peed at a park.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like now.
But they just see as a public exposure. It would just say like, public decency.
Indecency.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, okay, so you was showing,
flashing kids.
Yeah. But it's like, nah, bro, I just had a little bit to drink.
Yeah, bro. And
I was drinking a lot of water that day. I had to use the bathroom. You know, I had to do what I had to do.
And the cops just so happened to roll by right there and got me. And it's like, now I got to defend myself from vigilantes.
Exactly,
and
bro.
It's like, jeez.
And it's also just like, how do we know all those vigilantes are good people? What if they are also psychopaths?
I was going to say, what if it's almost like Dexter, where it's like, because Dexter's not a good guy.
Yeah, he's
in
a
reality.
psycho
It's like, he's basically just using these bad people to feed his hunger for killing. And it's like, what if these people are doing the same thing? Where they're like, well, let me just target. And then it's like, how do you feel about that? Like, is that wrong?
Yeah.
That it's like, these people are killers and they want to kill people, but they're targeting bad people. Dexter's going after other killers. You feel me? And, well, he kind of makes exceptions for certain people, like child molesters, things like that, rapists. But I don't know. What do you
because like how it's almost as bad.
Yeah.
As having these offenders running around or walking around. It's like now we have murderers and killers walking around. Well, I guess we already do.
Yeah, we definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like if it's become more of an accepting thing, it's like you're gonna have these people who have thoughts like that.
Yep.
Who never acted on it.
Yeah.
But if they're like, okay, I could get away if I do it to these type of people.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna start doing it, and it's like, what if they go like, what if I do it to just like people kind of piss me off? You know what I'm saying? It's like now they step out of the offenders list and start just hurting people who did them wrong personally.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, okay, well, this girl, she caused me pain.
Yeah.
She broke my heart.
Yeah, exactly.
I should go stab her in hers. And it's like, whoa.
And it's like, okay, so how do we stop the dudes from stepping out of this offenders list and just hurting regular citizens? You know what I'm saying? Because like once they get that taste of that stuff, like,
it's over with.
Like, oh wow, that felt good getting that out on this person who did bad things.
Yeah.
I bet it'll feel better if I do it to people who did bad things to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yeah, it's deep.
So it's a weird gray area where it's like, I'm gonna lie, like I'm weirdly okay with people doing that.
Yeah, I just think that, me personally, it
shouldn't be normalized though.
I was going to say, I don't think that we should let anybody do it.
No,
I think it should be, if they said the police were going after these guys and killing them, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, if they're like rounding them up.
And they were rounding them up. They're getting rid of them. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But if like a citizen takes into his own hands,
I think it gets a little bit like,
weird.
It's like, okay, damn, dude.
Like, okay, that's cool that you did that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like
any of us can do it then. And then that's where it gets dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think when we start to kind of branch out like that, it starts getting a little scary for the rest of us. Where it's like, we don't know what your intentions are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah. And then even on top of that, bro, it's like some of these guys might think and go a step further, and you didn't even think about this. They might even see some of the girls on the registry and be like, oh, I could do whatever I want to her because she's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to defile this woman.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
In the nastiest way possible because she's
it's not
disgusting.
just dudes on that list.
Exactly. Because the next story I got for you, bro, this girl is probably one of the worst predators I've ever heard of.
Really?
Bro, she's absolutely disgusting. This girl's name was Sierra Robertson, and this happened in Seattle. Somebody in Washington ended up tipping off the police of what this girl was basically being involved in online. The authorities and everyone around her thought that she was just a normal girl because she worked at like an after school program and all of these other factors of her life that made her seem normal until they seen everything that she was involved in. So authorities found out from that tip that she was talking to men online who supposedly were other predators, and she was telling hella of them how she likes to SA kids, specifically babies, because they're defenseless and can't do anything.
That's literally what she said.
This was literally what she said, and they have all of the records of her saying this. Yes.
Jesus.
She also was telling this guy how she supposedly SA'd a 7-year-old girl.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how long ago, but I'm assuming it's from the after school program that she works at, because she worked directly with kids at this program. She was talking to one of these dudes online and telling them how she wanted to try to set something up so they can do one together.
Wow.
She was also sharing back and forth between these people online, child, you know what.
Wow, like photos,
videos.
Of her doing it?
I don't know if it was just her, but also footage of
wow,
random videos that she found herself.
Damn.
So she was sharing this online with some of these other people that were predators. She told some of these guys, this is one of the most disturbing parts, is that she can't wait to have her own kids so she would be able to do the same to them once they're born. She was saying that so she can SA them as well.
That's insane, bro.
Police eventually go to this woman's house. They get her, they take her in, and she actually got arrested in September of this year.
Really?
This was super recent, yeah.
Whoa, I thought this happened like in like the 2010s or something.
No, bro, this was this year in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, very strange. And
bro,
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, there's a weird trend almost of women who work in the school system.
Yep, that
doing
are just
weird things with kids.
It's getting too common, bro.
Like, bro, I see it almost like every week.
Single day. No, seriously. It's almost, I was going to say at least every month, I'll say.
For surely every month.
That's guaranteed. But what's going to really disturb you is when she got arrested, something happened where her bond was dropped down to $50,000 and she paid it off herself and got out.
What?
So right now, this woman is out of prison.
Walking around.
And she's back home.
Wow.
She's chilling.
She's not working at the school program though. No,
I don't think she's able to work at the after school program anymore. No, but she's back home though. She's out of prison.
And she has access to all of
her internet, whatever the case may be. I don't know if they let her keep her old stuff, but she can
find it again. Yeah,
buy some new stuff.
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah, but she paid her own bond and got out.
Oh my God, man.
Blew my mind. So,
and as long as she just keeps her head down.
Yeah, so now she's going to have to be more cautious. And that was another thing that they also were talking about during this case, is that they were saying pretty much a lot of the time when it comes to women who commit these crimes, these women just keep their heads down way better than the guys. They were like, bro, there's a lot of them
I'll wait a couple months before I dive back into those websites again.
Yeah, they're not as eager as we are when it comes to it. Like, guys that do this stuff, they're so like, they're idiotic.
Bro, yeah,
but these girls are almost so freaking smart when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, like a dude who's into that stuff is like so almost like impulsive with
yes.
Or like a girl,
she's gonna be patient.
Yeah,
you know, and way smarter. She's gonna be sneaky with it because nobody's already expecting her to do this. Yeah, like if I showed you pictures of this girl, you would not think that she's like this.
And I'm gonna lie, bro, she probably still has like some of those dudes' numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
Hits them up like, yo, the cops got me, bro. Can you just like send me more? Or maybe she even has like physical, like.
Oh no, she's probably gonna tell them like, we need to do this physical. Yeah,
like give me a USB drive, or let's find someone we could do this thing to. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's so crazy that she paid herself to get out. Damn.
And she was young too, bro. She was like somewhere between 20 to 23.
Really?
Super young too.
What the hell?
I'm not even making this up. Young girl too, yeah.
Bro, that's so strange, man. I'm telling you, bro, I think like with internet culture and a whole bunch of this stuff, bro. Cause like, bro, look at all the people who do like crazy things, bro. People like younger than us sometimes.
Oh, I'm telling you.
It's so strange, bro. I just think that, like, especially if you're born, like, because what, she said she was 23, the oldest?
Yeah.
That means she was, born, like, 2002, 2003, or something like that?
2002.
It's like, so she for sure grew up in an era where, like, social media was just always around or something.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Or, like, not really, bro, but, like,
you get what I mean? Yeah, it was there enough.
When she was in middle school or even, like, elementary school, she had social media. She had like touchscreen phones,
Facebook,
and stuff like that.
All that stuff.
You know what I mean, bro? And I think like growing up around that,
for some people, it really
it
boils
just
their brain
messes
down.
you up for reals, bro. Because you have so much access at your fingertips that you're able to
You're able to look up anything.
dive into any little curiosity that you have.
You're like, oh, if you want to see gore, you go to a gore site.
Yeah, bro.
You want to see, corn, you can go to a corn site.
Yeah.
There's so many different categories of corn. Then you're like, that's a little interesting.
Yeah.
And then you start
That
getting
one piqued
interested.
my interest.
Then you start getting more interested in darker versions of
and then you just look
corn.
up that one specific genre of
Yeah.
it, and then you find other crazy websites that have even crazier videos than just a regular website
You
would
go down
have.
a rabbit hole, and then you start looking at
And
other
now
things.
you're freaking 12 years old, 11 years old, and you're into this crazy deep rabbit
this
hole.
weird world that you shouldn't
and now you're
be
just
in.
like, this is what I like.
Yeah.
This is what I'm into right
At
here.
12 years old, and then it grows with you.
Yeah, as you get older. To
crazy.
the point where, like, you hit 20 years old,
Yep.
23 years old, whatever, and you want to act on those impulses now. Like, I'm at a point where I could drive around myself. I got my own money.
Mm-hmm.
I could spend it how I want it.
Exactly.
And I could use that money to get things that I want to do.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, bro.
Super
like,
dark.
the fact that she's so young
Yeah.
and that she wants to do stuff like that to babies.
To babies. Yeah. She said because they're defenseless and can't do
Not
anything.
even kids, bro.
Yeah,
Babies.
babies. Yeah.
And she wants to have her own baby to do
it to them.
Wow, bro.
Super dark.
I'm telling you, bro, there are some evil people out in this world, man.
Yep.
It's so sad, bro.
Different
And it's
type
like,
of
what happens if
individual.
she links up with one of these guys? It's like, let's have a baby together.
Yep.
And we could do it to our baby together.
Yep. I was just thinking about that too.
Yo.
Because think about it, they're both into it.
Yes.
So the guy's not gonna be like, this is wrong.
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep it on hush, and that's how certain kids, bro, they're just dealt a bad hand. They grow up so
Man.
brain is cooked because your parents were doing all this to you as a kid.
Because what's stopping her from going out to a club or
Finding
whatever,
some guy.
having a one night stand with some
Yeah.
dude,
She gets pregnant, doesn't tell him.
gets pregnant, doesn't tell him, moves to another county, moves to another state, somewhere
Yep.
far away,
Yep.
where she doesn't have a record, and just starts doing the most craziest thing to this kid.
Out there.
That sucks, man.
Very dark. So
And there's nothing that's gonna, they can't go like,
yeah.
You can't have a baby.
Yeah. Because then it's against the body, my choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigga, who are you?
That is so
It's a very
freaking
tricky
crazy,
situation,
bro. Because
yeah.
it's like, how do you handle that situation?
Very tricky.
There's nothing you could do for stopping this girl from getting pregnant.
Nope.
You
So
know
she
what I
could
mean?
always produce her own thing or her own child
To do things to.
Do things to.
And the most you could do is like after she has her babies,
Take it.
nah, they can't just take your baby.
Yeah, they can. If you're a danger to the
That
kid.
is true. That is true.
They
Yeah,
can
yeah.
take it.
If they catch her
If they catch her, that's
having
the
the
point.
baby and stuff,
But
yeah.
if they don't,
If they don't keep a watch on her
it's ugly.
and then see like, well, she's been visiting the hospital because she's pregnant. It's like, okay,
It's ugly.
we're gonna have to take that baby when she has it.
Yep.
And it's like, if they don't do that and they just let her have the baby and they find out years later, like, wait, she has a kid who's like 5 years old now.
Yep. It's dark.
Like, what she's been doing to that
Yep.
kid.
For the last 5 years.
God damn, bro. And once that kid grows up, she's gonna get tired of it.
Yeah.
She's
Move
gonna
on to the
neglect
next
it.
thing. And if it's a girl, don't let it be
Oh
a
my
girl.
God,
She's
yeah.
gonna make her have daughters or babies that she's gonna be able to do stuff to them.
Man, That's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's a weird rabbit hole, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is a bond for someone like that set so cheap?
Yeah.
I know $50,000 is a lot of money, but
But I know what you
goddamn,
mean. No,
bro,
I
like,
get what you're saying. Yeah,
that's-
it's very
that's-
cheap to when it comes to jail. It's like,
Yes.
geez, dude, that's not
like,
that
bro,
crazy.
set her bond at something crazy
Bro,
where
do
she
it
wouldn't
like
be able to pay it.
500,000.
Something insane, yeah, like that, where like you're not gonna be able to pay this
Yeah,
easily.
this is gonna be a cool chunk of change.
The fact that she didn't even have to dive into her weird
Nope.
little like groups.
Yep,
She just did it herself.
did it herself.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't catch you. I don't think you should be able to pay for your own bond.
Nope.
Like for any like drug dealers,
Yeah,
all this stuff like that.
anybody,
It's
yeah.
like you shouldn't be able. Like we know you have money.
Yeah, so it's like, nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Nope.
That's how you know the justice system's a little bit dirty.
Oh, 100%. Because it's
The
like,
fact
yeah,
that
if
if
you
you
can
have
pay it.
if you have enough money, you're like, okay, you're
Cool.
Scott.
Yeah.
You're good. Get out of here. What the hell?
It's different.
She still did the crime though.
Yeah, so it's like, nah, bro. She should still stay in prison.
But because she had enough money,
Because she had $50,000 scrolled away somewhere, she can pay it out
that's
and get up out of
crazy
there.
to me, bro.
Yeah, super dark.
That's so insane, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, there are a lot of evil people out here that you don't even realize for real.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of women that are monsters, bro, this woman beat her stepdaughter to death so bad that when police went to her house, they literally found an imprint of her daughter's head in the carpet.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. So this happened in 2012. This girl, Ashley Young, she was only 26 at the time. She had her 4-year-old stepdaughter named Kaylin at the house, and they lived like in this trailer park. And this girl, Ashley, was kind of already had a bad rep of doing drugs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
At this time, her husband, who was Kaylin's actual father, was at work. While she was at her home, neighbors randomly hear Ashley screaming for help, right? Which is the stepmother. The neighbor comes inside the house or in the trailer. They find the little girl, Kaylin, face down on the ground, just looking at them. And the girl, Ashley, is kind of just like freaking out. They call the police, and the police come, and this girl, Ashley, is pretty much claiming that her daughter had a seizure. Her stepdaughter had a seizure.
Oh, man.
Mind you, this little girl has no history of seizures at all. Police come. The trailer looks like there was a huge mess, like almost there was some type of tussle that went off in that trailer. So it's like, was the trailer just like messy? Because they were also moving out at the time, so they couldn't really verify like what actually happened at this home. But this woman, who was the adult at the time, is claiming that this little girl had a seizure.
Yeah.
The police take the little girl to the hospital, and at the hospital they find out there was no seizure. The little girl died from blunt force trauma. And like I said, when police go back to the house, they literally see that the little girl's like head is imprinted into the carpet. How hard that she was slammed into the floor. And they also find out that she was also like choked to death too. The police instantly arrest the stepmother, take her to court, and the entire time she's pleading not guilty that the little girl had a seizure. But there's so much evidence against this girl, and like I said, the little girl never had any type of history of seizures, so there's no way that randomly she would just have one right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the little girl's doctors were all like, she's never even had anything close to that, or any indication that she might get one in the future. So it's like, there's no way that just randomly this day she'll have a seizure that'll kill her. And even this girl's lawyers, Ashley's lawyers, were like, no, she had a seizure. They were like dead set on that this girl had a seizure. But with all the evidence pointing towards this little girl dying from blunt force trauma and being choked, Ashley ended up being sentenced to jail for like, I think 25 years to life or something.
Wow.
In 2012.
And why did she do it?
That's the thing. A lot of people, because she's so dead set on her having seizures, she didn't tell anyone why she did it, so no one really knows. And the crazy thing is, bro, when they arrested her, she was like 7 weeks pregnant.
So she had another kid.
Yes.
But the first kid wasn't hers.
The first kid wasn't hers.
It was her dude's.
Yeah.
Oh
but the other kid that she was pregnant with was
her and the guys.
Her and the guy. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if she ever ended up having the baby.
Yeah.
And if she did, where did the baby end up? Probably back with Brett. I don't know exactly that whole story, but from what I know is that she got sentenced to life in jail, and she was also pregnant when they did it.
Wow, bro. Yeah, no, they definitely let her give birth, and then they took it out of the jail.
So I'm assuming maybe she just had like a weird like drug induced moments where she started to act out and violently took it out on this little girl who was only like 4 or 5 years old.
Wow, bro. I know the dad must have been devastated. He was
sickening,
like,
bro.
I'm wondering, like, did he stay with her after or no?
No, he left her house. He divorced her and left her while she was in jail.
Good.
But like, how many stories have like we told like that where a dude's at work?
Oh yeah, and
he finds out that his
the kid's stepmom or anything like that decides to murder them while their father is away.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was she did it out of some type of jealousy.
Type of thing.
That's
usually what it tends to be, which is actually insane. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because I remember you told me the one where the girl drowned the guy's daughter in the bathtub and stuff. It's like, yeah, definitely we've told so many in that type of capacity where it's like, oh, you decide to do it this type of way. It's so strange. Wow, bro. I mean, RP that kid. That's so sad. That it's like, this is the life that you ended up having, and you lost your life. Your life got cut short because your dad made one decision of getting with this woman.
Yeah, it sucks,
isn't that interesting? It's like, if your dad would have just got with a different woman, you would still be here.
Yeah, on God.
So crazy how life works that
sucks,
way.
Bro.
You know, one decision can change everything.
It's not even your decision too.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes people make other decisions
that
for your
life.
Family. that could affect all you guys the same way.
Yeah, man, that sucks, man.
You know, so RP that kid. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We told a lot of crazy stories.
Yeah.
Follow us on everything, man. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram,
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that.
You guys can shoot us a follow on both of our Twitches.
Yeah.
I got my account. Mike got his account now. We actually was playing a video game the other day. We were playing The Bone Room. I don't know if y'all seen that game, but hopefully you guys will come through to one of our other streams.
Yep. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.